Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Saturday Nights. We are here to play some Dungeons and Dragons here with you all today, and we have a Ryan joining us this afternoon. Here to reprise his award-winning role as Dog. But yeah, we'll get back into that. Before we get started, a couple of announcements, things currently going on Z channel. We will have, I think this coming week, as far as streams coming up, tomorrow, I know, Savannah, you're doing your Apocalypse 1 game on Encounter Roleplay that we're going to be hosting here. I think you only have like 3 more weeks of that, right?
We have 3 left.
Yeah. So
big stuff happening.
Definitely come support us either watching here or over on Encounter Roleplay. We'll all be there cheering her on. On Tuesday, I don't think we have anything on Monday. On Tuesday this week, we'll have the next Matcher Pony. I'm finally available on a Tuesday again, so hopefully we'll be returning to playing some Neverwinter is what we left off on. So a lot of fun. Come check us out at around like 6 o'clock ish on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Lindsay, you're doing another Wednesday this week, doing some Borderlands 2 specifically, I think. Yeah. So that will be on Wednesday at around 8:30 Eastern time. So come hang out with us there if you're into shooting and looting. And on Thursday, finally getting back into our Monster of the Week game. Went on a little hiatus for that due to the holiday. And we will be returning to the monster hunting, werewolf slaying. I don't know what's going on in this current arc yet of Savannah's game, which we will be starting at also at 8 o'clock Eastern time, I believe. So, and then we'll be back here on Saturday. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. We also had a lot of games last week. You can check those out on our VODs or on YouTube, and lots of other fun things for you to enjoy right here. I don't think I have anything else. Did I miss anything? No. Okay. Well, let's jump back into the game then. Last time we all gathered around our virtual table here. Or your crew had encountered the leader of the Lone Eye, Master Krillock, a beholder who you brokered a sort of agreement with or deal with. He offered to give you some information on the Bandit King, who you are seeking as part of a contract given you by Council Lord Dante Alabaster of the city of Quildun. But he said in order to give you this information, you would have to track down and assassinate, air quotes, the three remaining leaders of the remaining court of this Bandit King, the leader of the Midnight Reavers, the Blood Wolves, and the Ice Rats. You agreed, taking Paul with you and leaving Matthias with Krillock as a sign of good faith. And then upon returning to Quildun, trying to rest and figure out your next step, the next move you wanted to make, you decided to disenchant or finally open that magical box in the middle of the night that you finally remembered, revealing an Ifriti bottle inside, and then you attempted to restore Paul's memory and were successful in doing so. However, immediately upon removing whatever magical enchantment was causing this memory loss, something was released from within Paul, and an ice devil sprung out of him and attempted to killify all of you. And you defeated it. Like you murdered it. That thing was destroyed due to like 3 crits in a row by Jules, and it was disgusting. And that's where we ended, because I couldn't take any more of it. So that's where we're going to pick back up here today. So I think we'll pick up just shortly after the events. You've destroyed this ice devil. The sort of panicked masses on the street have come to like gather to see what's going on. Paul has defrosted. Seems to be doing okay. That ice dome has also melted away, just leaving kind of a small little ring of ice and water on the ground. And yeah, I think some of you aren't looking too great hit point wise.
I'm laying on the ground. Just laying there.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, I will say.
Mel, would you ask Paul how he feels?
I asked.
All right.
Paul signs back and says, I feel fine. Whatever that was seems like it's gone now.
Do you still feel cold?
No.
That's good.
I feel, but I feel damp, and he looks down at his clothes, and those are kind of like a little bit soggy from the ice, but says, I feel okay.
I'm gonna give him a hug. And tell that he says he feels better.
All right. Well, I don't think I've ever heard of that one before. A sort of ice devil hiding inside of somebody. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
Are you sure you've never heard of it before?
I don't know. Have I?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay, let's do
I think
that.
as this is happening, as Hilda thinks back on memories and teachings, there's also a bit of shout of panic from down the street, and a couple of guards have like come running through the crowd, but they kind of part as something else comes running and pushing itself through the crowd. You see a gnoll come running, sort of weapon bared, ready to fight, looking around, and you see a dog who was attracted to the to this location by the sound of combat.
Sniffed it out.
Muted.
Only it's not a weapon, it's a beer. And it's like, what's going on?
I'm ready. Okay. I rolled a natural 20, so 29.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, there goes the rest of my campaign. No, I'm just kidding. So the you definitely identify that as an ice devil, which I think you had already identified it as previously.
Yeah, when combat started.
It seems like whatever this was sort of loosely sort of possessing Paul. You haven't seen any changes.
Classic loose possession.
Well, kind of more like hitchhiking. It wasn't.
Oh.
You haven't noticed any changes to Paul's personality, and he doesn't seem to be, based on the little conversation that he is having with Mel. It's not that he feels that he was controlled at any point, but just that whatever this thing was sort of implanted in him based by the same sort of magic that were used to erase his memory.
Okay.
Which I doubt that's something that you've ever encountered before. Maybe something that you have read, but it would require somebody very skilled in the practice of conjuration, of summoning, and some amount of like necromantic or enchantment binding a creature like this to a person. So it's pretty skilled spell work.
Okay. Not just any old possession.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, whoever did it is quite skilled.
Dog, don't worry. We have taken care of it. You've made a bit of a scene, though.
I've taken care of what?
Was a large bug that was very cold.
No, the rest of it's over there. There's like that pile of
Are
like goo.
its bits still there? I thought it.
Yeah, because you got some of it.
I did
Oh.
get some bits. That's right.
Oh, that's a bitch.
There are some bits. Maybe not safe for eating, though. I mean, you're welcome to try.
What do you take me for? For eat. Where are they? I would like to see them.
Over here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a pile, there's a ring of like half melted ice, and then in the center of that is a rather large pile of like looks like squashed bug, and it kind of intermixed with some little frozen chunks.
All right. Well, I put a couple ice shards into my drink. Just to keep
Okay.
Right.
and
I think it lands in the drink, and it kind of fizzes a bit, and you see this like orange ichor that was like the guts of this creature also kind of begin to sort of disperse throughout the drink too.
I would say the quality of the drink was already pretty bad, so dog does not notice.
Gross.
like blah 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 blah. As if,
Looking it up.
yeah, it's not a bottle. That doesn't work for a dog tongue. I guess it's
His little tongue's like. Blah, blah, blah.
it's like blah 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 blah. Like, well then, good work, I guess. Now I feel silly for roughing over here.
It is good to see you again, and we are still on the hunt, as it were. If you want to work with us.
Sure. What's the next? What's the next quarry?
What is the next quarry? Where do we want to go? We have a few targets.
That's true.
Let me pull up my notes.
I don't know which one's closest.
Well, according to my prodigious memory, my keen mind, you might say, it would be. Who would it be?
Okay, I was waiting to see if you had notes.
I can't read my own notes. I don't know.
Oh no!
Great
Probably
user.
not the ice
mind.
rats.
Love this feat. Yeah, you have so you have three. The Midnight Reavers that you pointed out, they I believe sort of pointed you in the direction of just looking at the note. Oh, a small town called Breck, south of you, about like probably most of a day's ride south. The Blood Wolves, that the orc raiding group, led by War Chief Auckland Spinebreaker, is probably the closest. They have a camp north of Quildun near the edge of the forest, which isn't too far away from where you are at right now. And then there are the Ice Rats, probably the furthest away. They have a fort upriver from Warrior's Shore, ping it on the map about right here. So you got Boom, Ice Rats, probably the around there for Breck, where the Midnight Reavers are, and then up about here for the Blood Wolves. So Boom,
Okay.
Boom,
Thank you.
Boom. There you go.
So is
Someone
it-
want to mark the map?
The closest would be the orcs, as far as I know. We passed them in the forest.
That's true. We did tangle with them, and we showed them who was boss.
They were not so wild. Then there is Breck, the ones who attack at night. We do not even know who that leader is yet. And then the pirates. So, how inspired do we feel today from murder?
I guess that's my base level.
Sorry, it's ready for some. Well,
Also, right as you guys are having this conversation and Chad is sort of poking through the bits on the ground, Mel, you feel a sort of like a small vibration come from your bag.
Was I making something I forgot about? Looks for where it's coming from.
Someone's texting you.
Yeah, you have a text message. You put your phone on silent. No, you actually pull out that geode that you had found previously, and it's giving off what had been inert until this moment. It's glowing slightly. This sort of bluish green energy, and it vibrates in your hand very faintly. And as you're holding it, there is a sort of a spark from inside of it, and you see a like electricity. These small arcs begin to come off of it, sort of covering the ground all around you, filling this cage, and then one of them sort of connects with Chad, and in an instant, in a flash, Chad is pulled inside the crystal.
Mel,
Now what?
if a monster comes out of that, I swear to God, I'm leaving you all here and going home.
Well,
is that the new thing
Chad?
you've been working on?
no, Chad,
Is that supposed to happen?
can you hear me? I thought it was just a rock. I don't think Chad can hear me.
It's still humming slightly and has like a faint glow to it, but it is no longer arcing, and you can't hear Chad.
Cool. Chad got eaten by a rock.
Hold on, I'm going inside. I'm going to cast Identify on this, I guess. I didn't get anything from it before, but now I'm going to try again.
Well, while she's doing that, dog, I think French's Hilda's like, does it smell off to you? Completely missing what's going on.
Yes, that is foul. Please get that out of my face.
What a shame.
Jules, a couple of guards have come up to where you're standing and kind of looking, surveying the situation. Is something happened here? What's going on?
Yeah, I gotta say, response time, not great.
Also, in this moment right now, response time very slow.
We came here as fast as we. Everyone seems fine. What is that?
Do I seem fine, sir? It's a puddle. Now.
It used to be an ice devil, but we took care of it.
It used to be an ice devil. Now it's a puddle of mush on the ground. You're welcome.
Just try not to disturb the peace anymore today.
Oh, maybe you should have told that to the ice devil that was going to go rampaging through your town.
I don't. He looks at the other and says, "Ice devil." I'm not really sure. All right. Well, good day then. And
is it?
Walks away.
Is it?
And kind of
starts
right. Dispersing the crowd.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, little on edge. Covers it. Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Sure, I can give you a little pick you up. I mean, not actually pick you up. You're gigantic, but you know.
If you want, I just need to sit down for a bit.
I'm sorry. Are you offering pick-me-ups?
Not like that. If you are implying something.
Are you implying something?
I don't understand you, dog.
No one does.
Anyways.
I'm assuming I still don't get anything from Identify.
Okay, so you do identify this time, and this time you do get a magical sort of blip from it. You don't know the full nature of this, but it seems to be the best way I can sort of describe it is it's a chaotic sort of primeval magic to this item, something that is difficult for you to understand, but it appears that there is some sort of pocket dimension that exists within this this gemstone, this geode. And something about it has activated, causing Chad to be pulled inside.
I think that needs to be shared with stream. Poly pocket dimension.
Oh my god.
GG, Ryan.
Well, I don't know. This is why it is woken up now. Chad is apparently inside of it somewhere, so we're going to keep it in my bag. And maybe we need to kill another devil to wake it up again.
And as you're holding it too, there's another little flash to it. Mel, just roll me a d10.
Don't do that to me. Don't hurt me this way. 6.
All right. Something comes shooting out of the little the crystal. There's another bolt of electricity, and poof, landing on the table is. I'm gonna look this up. I don't even know what it is.
It's Chad.
It's not Chad. It looks like a wooden box measuring about 12 inches long and 6 inches wide and 6 inches deep.
Chad? I'm just going to put this in my bag. I'm going to close it. I'm not going to touch it ever again. What's this now? Gonna investigate the box.
Sure. You you look at it and open it up, and it's it's hollow on the inside. It looks like you could see there, and there's this nice like carving on the outside of this like wave pattern, and it looks very well made and very old, and it appears magical.
Well, we're resting anyway, right? Hold on. Bring the box over to where I already have my ritual identify set up, and I do it again.
All right. You identify this. It's a folding boat.
Yep.
Gonna go ahead and just pop that out for you guys because we had a loot drop. And here you go.
Oh, wow! This is going to be perfect for fighting some pirates.
Oh, thanks, G.
Yeah, wow. So after we're all resting, at some point Mel just like slams her hands on him and is like, we traded Chad for a boat, I guess?
I'm sorry, what?
It's a boat! This box?
It's a box.
Boat. It's a boat.
I think it's a box.
It can be a boat.
Ah, I've heard
Very
about
small
these.
boat.
Oh no, it gets pretty big.
Oh, no, it's really cool. Yeah, I've seen one. There was someone at the school who tried to enchant one. It looked really nice, and then it got really small. They were still practicing it, but this could be very useful.
So braggy. Oh, I went to school.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, I worked at the school for several years, so
So, if we get Chad out of the rock, are we going to have to give the boat back?
And that I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a nap.
I think that's fair. I have some work I need to do anyway. That I was doing for Chad whenever he comes back.
Part of me feels like we should be more concerned that Chad is now inside a rock, but I don't think I can do it today.
Well, I know
Don't be concerned.
I'm hand waving this.
Something's telling me he's having a great time.
Yeah, don't worry. I actually did the identify on it. He's totally safe, and we just have to wait for some random happenstance to activate the rock again.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Stuck with his
Okay.
ancestors.
Well, we have dog, so
Which unfortunate. There are so many S's in that statement. But he is stuck with his ancestors. Difficult.
can I take a short rest?
Sure, yeah, you can.
I'm pretty beat.
And Paul has just been watching this whole thing, just like
okay.
horrified.
Oh yeah, are you feeling alright?
Paul says, "Yeah." Says, "I'm signing to you and communicating." We're not going to do that every time, but yeah, he communicates that he's feeling fine.
Is this Polly's pocket dimension? Is that where this came from?
We got it somewhere else, not from Paul, but
Polly pocket. Okay.
Okay, and while Jules is resting, I'm gonna do Song of Rest
That's like,
so she can get a little bit of. Just gonna practice with the bells a little bit. You get 4 hit points.
Thanks.
And anybody else who's low on hit, anybody gets 4.
I feel much better.
Anybody's listening. Well, we've already tangled with those orcs. Maybe we should just go finish off the job.
I mean, that was going to be my suggestion. They're the closest, and we know what they're about a little bit, so...
Doc, do you know any?
Are the orcs, are they with the Lone Eye? Is that... What did you find out there?
well, Dad, do you have anything you want to share? Would you like to do the honors of telling our dear friend here what the current circumstances are? You are, after all, the most diplomatic and careful with communicating in the most efficient and safe way for all parties involved.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, so... Let's see. What did you hear last, Doug? Well, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure we're on the same page.
It's like, what's the information? I can't lie around. What was that? Can you help me with that?
No, yes, so we went to sort of figure out what was up with the Lone Eye. And
Yes.
in doing that, we found this gentleman. This is Paul. He is Mel's brother.
Oh, okay.
And
Does he have an insignia of the Lone Eye on him anywhere? DM.
No, not currently.
Okay. All right.
so Paul here is going to help us in sort of figuring this all out. He's sort of he has a connection to the Lone Eye, similar to how you had some connection, so he has a connection. So
Oh, you want
that's why he's with us. Yes, I mean we're going to get them eventually, but it seems like we have to go get some of the other sort of bandity types before we can take on the Lone Eye.
Why?
Because as you have researched, they're really hard to find. And we're hoping to get more information from the rest.
Information like what?
Like how to, like maybe how to deal with their leader. Because I don't know if you are aware, Dog, but the Master Krelok is like a boulder.
He's a boulder?
A beholder. I take it you have not heard of one of these before. They are from a different realm and very, very powerful.
It's an eye with like more eyes on it.
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound so complicated.
It
Doesn't
doesn't
it?
sound that way, but
I feel like I've come across several eyes in my career, and you deal with them the same way, pretty much. There's
Which
not a
is
lot
how?
of segregation. You plucking, a lot of plucking, generally speaking. But I mean,
right. So he's like one big eyeball, so it might be a little hard to pluck just
oh, that makes
one.
it easier. Just it's a lot harder when they're small, like gnome eyes and halfling eyes. It's really hard to. The bigger they are, the easier they are to pluck.
Right.
In my experience, I don't know. With it might be easier with small little hands, but
It's like a big
don't know how to
magic eye.
address that.
It flies around. It is very powerful.
Anyways, so we talked to this eye, and
You talk to the eye.
we did in fact do that.
Where?
And,
Where?
well,
Where?
it was a whole thing.
I know. Where?
We actually, because we don't know actually, because we went through the portal, huh? Because we don't know where that was.
Yeah,
Did we
you
at all?
You don't know where. You just know where the portal is that got you there.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify because I was like, I don't think we actually knew. We went through a portal to find him, and we actually don't know where it ended up. And he sent us back through, so we don't actually know where he's at. So I wish I could answer you. It was through that tunnel that you guys found underneath the, what was it, the tavern? There was a portal there. There was at one point. I don't know if it's still there now that they know that we got through it. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is we do want to take on this eye, but not at this moment.
Why?
And so we've got Paul to help with this. Well, frankly, I don't want to die yet, so...
It's easier to hunt one thing
That.
when it is by itself than when it has a whole fleet of allies with it. So if we take out the allies when they are separate, we can take out the eye when it is alone.
What
So we're
else?
going with these groups, like these orcs and those rat pirates or whatever. We're gonna go take out these other groups.
They were there when you saw the eye.
No, but we know that they are allied with the eye. It's called politics, dog. So we're doing what we can, taking out its other allies until we're ready to take on the biggest eye. So do you want to join us, or do you want to try to take on this eye by yourself? Because I'm pretty sure you are strong and capable. But I think this is a foe you will not be able to beat on your own.
So, who needs to die?
Did we decide on orcs first? That would be a person named War Chief Auckland Spinebreaker.
Alright.
Would you like to come with us when we do this? You seem to enjoy the fighting.
I think I better come along. Otherwise, you might just talk to it.
That's fair.
And I have no follow-up question. There.
Yeah. Well, neat. I'd like to spend the rest of the day enchanting, if possible.
Okay. Do you guys want to like take the rest of this day to as a siesta and then go hunt the bandits tomorrow?
Yeah. I feel like we should get some more info on the bandits. Or we could just go for it. But if Mel's going to spend time enchanting, I could maybe learn another spell.
Yep.
I'm fine
Do
with
that.
whatever, because I'm down a few spells, because I used some high-level spells to get rid of that thing before it killed me. So,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
yeah. So I'm cool with that.
I want to finish at least one item before we leave.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys can rest. The rest of that we can do kind of.
Hey, can I spend
Yes.
some time hanging out with Beast?
Oh,
I'm trying to make him my friend.
Oh, the horse. Okay. I was
That's
like,
what I named him.
Beast. Who's Beast?
That's
a
what
cool
Lindsay
name.
said we should name him, so I
Yes.
guessed it.
Best
Yeah,
name for a
fair.
horse.
Yeah, sure. Make an animal handling. Animal handling check. It's the worst skill. I hate saying those words together.
21.
All right.
That's
yeah.
actually pretty low for me.
Well, you had that really. I think you had a natural 20 the first time,
I did.
or something really, really
I have
good.
a plus 8.
So you already had a pretty good amount of respect with Beast. And I think coming back, leaving the stables, and heading back out to the paddock that he is currently contained in. You
I'll let him out for a little bit.
yeah, and I think he does kind of run, like as soon as you open the gate, kind of runs around a little bit, like he's gonna make a break for it, and then kind of stops and you give a whistle and he curves back around and kind of at a very wide arc comes back to you and you spend some time brushing and petting and feeding and whatever you do with horses. And I think you build that bond a little bit stronger, and he doesn't sort of resist your commands and your driving like before. I know very little about horses,
You're doing great.
and you're best horse friends now.
It only took me 9 sessions to get a pet. That's gotta be a new record for me.
You guys have had plenty of pets. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have a bag of pets.
We do
Yeah.
have a whole entire bag of pets. Oh no, Chad
Good
has the
point.
pets.
We don't have the bag anymore.
You don't have the bag right now because Chad had the bag.
So what happens
Well-
when you put a pocket dimension inside a pocket dimension?
Okay.
Did you just
So-
kill Chad?
No, but I will say you guys
No.
do have the shareable bags.
The fanny packs.
Oh, that's right.
They're not a pocket dimension. It's just a shareable space.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do like,
Okay.
he's obliterated. No, that it doesn't have
Hi,
like the
Chad.
thing. That
I
is not a.
Ryan!
I tried, shot. Sorry.
That's not a quality of this pocket dimension, but I will say you still have access to the bag of tricks.
Yay.
That's so nice of you.
Since that's been being used as sort of a group thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. I will regret it later, but
Yeah,
I'll
you
say
will.
have access to it.
Totally will. Also, while I'm enchanting this javelin for the last time, I'm just chilling with my bro, signing with him when I have my hands free, introducing him to theory. Like, yeah, I made this thing. Yeah, it's kind of alive. It's a little weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just chilling with my bro.
I think he is kind of just glad to be relaxing. You guys are catching up, and you can regale him with all the exploits of everything you've done so far.
The
And
grisly details.
Yeah, you get some good time to bond, the two of you. Cool.
May I roll Arcana to see if I finish this thing?
Yes. So you're gonna roll Arcana to try to expedite.
Because I have 9 hours of making it left, but I can only do 8 in a day.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the Arcana check to see if I can do that one more.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I rolled an 18 and the DC is 18 and my plus is a lot. So
Oh yeah. You're good then.
Sweet, it's done. Ta-da!
I don't know what you made.
I made a javelin of returning.
Oh, that's right. For Chad, who isn't here.
Yep.
That's fine.
So I just like
Check it off the list.
somewhere far away. You hear Mel go woohoo, and she like then pat, 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 probably slams open whatever door, wherever Jules
Whatever
and
door.
Hilda are, wherever everybody is. It's just like I did it.
I'm definitely taking a nap, so cool.
Just on brand, slams Jules' door open. Jules, I did it!
God. What? What's
Runs
happening?
over, plops the javelin on her lap. Look, I did it.
Hey, it's a javelin.
But look, there are so many arcane details. Throw it out the window, not at the person. Maybe at like a trash can or something. Come on, do it! Shoves on shoulder. Come on.
Please have the trash can come back in this freaking room.
I just chuck it at the tree outside.
Oh, well.
Pull the entire tree.
All right. You hurl the javelin out the window. You hear it impact something.
Okay.
It doesn't return because you're not attuned to it.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. You have to like spend a little time with it. Actually, I'm going to go get that.
That's good.
You come back, rest with it for a bit. Try again.
I'm going to put this on the floor next to your bed while you nap, and it'll still probably work. Maybe just put it on the bed. Don't roll over it though.
Thank you for that sound advice. Can I go back to sleep, please?
Yep. Bye. Make an emotional connection with it. Goodbye.
Okay, it's a javelin. Okay. I try to forge an emotional connection with a javelin.
All right, you
Do I have
do.
to roll? Is that an animal handling check or?
I did not breathe life into the javelin.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you connect with it, and you feel strong bonding with this javelin.
Okay.
That's all. That was my downtime for the day.
Yeah.
Waking Jules up as usual.
When I actually wake up, I'll get Mel and try to throw it again. Now Jules isn't cranky anymore because guess what? She's had some sleep and also isn't bleeding out on the ground.
Yep.
All right, yeah, and when you wake and you again hurl it out the window, and you hear another thoop from hitting something out there, and then approximately 6 seconds later, there's kind of like well, I guess I'll leave this up to you. Do you see this more as like a physical, like returning, like it like flies back in your hand,
boy!
or like teleporting, like it appears in your hand again? What do you do next there?
Well, I also thought that it was like instantaneously returns to their hand.
I think it's gonna come back at the end of the round.
Okay.
At the end of your turn.
Okay, because
so
the reason I thought that I could do this is because it's an infusion that the Artificer can do.
Oh.
And it says that the weapon returns to the wielder's hand immediately after it is used to make a ranged attack.
Oh, so they can like keep throwing it and it just keeps coming back.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh,
All right.
big.
Then yeah, we'll do it that way.
But
I
how
think
do
it-
it come back?
How does it come back? Hello, airplanes.
I think if it's coming back fast enough for you to do that, then it's probably not like physically returning.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be
Probably,
scary. It's like threading the needle.
Yeah. So it just pops back into your hands.
Ah!
You just like move your hand slightly and you're impaled.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's very good.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I did it because I think Chad has a bit of a he throws javelins to collect them after. I made it for him so he can like do more from far away. He's really good up close, but doesn't have many options from far away, like the rest of us who have spells and things like that. But since Chad is in a rock right now, maybe you can break it in for him.
All right.
I'll also say because you're not because it's not an action or anything. It doesn't say like the actual language of the thing doesn't say that it can or that it does, or is there like a language of like whether or not you can choose for it to come back?
It returns to the wielder's hand immediately.
Okay, so without it will every time without
Yes.
question. Okay,
So
cool.
immediately makes it sound like you can't actually let go.
It's like it's stuck to your hand.
Stop.
It's actually just a javelin covered in glue.
Took me 8 hours to make this.
I'm a good artificer.
But it does mean that you can't like throw it and be like, this time I'm not gonna have it come back to me.
It's
because
really a javelin of sticking around.
Yeah, it definitely, it just immediately comes back.
Cool. Awesome.
Meanwhile, Hilda was quietly studying this book and
All
learned 2 more spells:
Ooh, which spells?
mage armor
one.
and blindness, deafness.
Also a good one.
So and it took like 4, 5, 6 hours. Just like, yeah, just like studying and reading through this necromancer spellbook.
Do I know that? Oh, I do know that. Yay, twins.
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 Yeah. So just probably like testing it out and like,
Testing it out.
yeah, just like trying to like get the spell to work. And
Which one? Like both? Like mage armor and blindness deafness?
yeah, well, mage armor comes more quickly, but blindness deafness probably takes a while. I'm like trying to decide if she like uses it on Panger.
I'm just I'm imagining how to like mop. Like,
That's funny. But yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Well,
Okay. So you learn your spells. Jules, you bond with your horse. Bell, you finish enchanting your item. Dog drinks.
nah, I'm trying to figure out if Paul is a part of the Lonai.
Okay, you're investigating Paul during this.
So while I'm hanging out with my brother making a javelin, Dog's just there like, so.
just like creeping from the corner.
I don't know whether to have you make a check for discerning or just a check for stealth. Okay, do this for me.
Bad at both, I bet.
Yeah, make a stealth check and make an insight check.
Okay. Let's see. 8 for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Insight. I think I'm also bad at insight. I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. And a 10 for insight.
Okay. Yeah, Dog is literally just you've watched him like I don't know. Are you just like hiding behind a counter, or are you doing the newspaper trick, or?
I think just like just staring. Just and we can like roll this into earlier the earlier scene while Dog was sizing up Paul and just kind of like looking him over, trying to find out what's going on. Because like it was very suspicious how things were
Perfect
described. But yeah, just nothing.
All right. Yeah, I don't think you're getting anything from him that makes you think he's part of the Lonai. If you guys want to like play out any conversation.
See, is he? Just curious.
He was.
Okay.
Yes.
Just, okay. All right.
But we did a like switcheroo of the hostage sort of situation.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we don't have Matthias.
Okay. So he's a Lonai hostage. Cool.
That we want to keep forever, though.
Well,
In his defense,
Some of us want to.
he was only Lonai because he lost his whole memory.
okay. Well, we'll see if that matters.
No, I don't know if it matters in Dog.
We will see. We will see.
So you all rest for the evening and wake up early the next day to head out and begin your hunt for the your orc bounty. So are you guys? A couple of questions. Are you guys taking your cart? Are you going on horseback? Are you walking?
We have all these horses now.
Yeah.
You got so many horses.
We're gonna have the horses drag the folding boat, and make it there eventually.
Oh, jeez. Okay, you take your plethora of horses.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think we need the cart. Unless we're planning on actually bringing heads back.
I
This
don't
time.
think so.
Were we told not to?
We were
You-
told we didn't have to.
We don't have to, and don't are two very different things. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to bring back heads.
Okay.
We're gonna
You
keep
were not encouraged to.
for ourselves.
All right. So who's going to be heading up this sort of hunt? Tracking them down, finding their base.
I
I can.
was like, I can investigate, but I don't think that counts in this situation.
I know that people look at like the dog and think the dog is going to be good at hunting, but no,
Yeah, come on, dog.
dog is not.
No, I think
At
tracking
all.
is my game.
Not a hunting dog.
Not a hunting dog.
There was
He's
when we were
basically-
Dog don't hunt?
He's basically like a companion. He's like a French bulldog of like dogs, like kind
Aw.
of useless in the wild, but lots of charisma.
Yeah, I think tracking is my game.
Okay.
It was
I'm gonna
last time
have-
we were looking for something.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make a survival check.
$24.
Nice. Okay. And is anyone else going to be keeping a lookout as you are traveling?
I'll keep a lookout with the eyes of the eagle.
All right. Make
my
your perception check with, I think, advantage.
Yeah, I need it. Oh boy. Oh, okay, the advantage was really helpful. Oh, that's a flat 19.
19. All right. Also very good. So you head back up the road into the West Timber that you originally came into Quildon on. Entering the familiar reaches of the forest once again. You find that spot in the road where you had encountered the orcs previously.
We left a
heads
bunch of heads.
Yeah, the heads are gone at this point. And you from that location begin heading north based on Krillok's instructions to you, where they might be located. It doesn't take too long, Jules, for you to pick up on the tracks of creatures moving through this area, humanoid, and also the same tracks that you had seen from the wargs that they ride. And you begin following those. And there seems to be a pretty big presence, indicating that they're very active in this area. Not more than about 10 or 15 miles from where Fort Quildon is. And you've covered this distance. You left pretty close after dawn. It's probably about midday at this point. And as you are traversing the forest, and it's quiet and cold at this point with frost and snow caking most of the ground. Mel names. You hear in the distance the sound of footfalls and raspy conversation that seem to be approaching you.
Hold it, they are coming close to us.
Oh, should we hide and surprise them?
I would love that, yes.
All right.
Okay. Let's get off the road then.
Yeah, and you guys are off the road at this point, but you pull your horses behind some rocks and crouch down in some of the underbrush. I'm going to have you all make stealth checks.
Excellent.
Stealthy there.
Oh no.
Paul's also with you guys, unless you didn't want him to be with you. But
Oh, I want him there.
okay.
I rolled an 11 total.
5.
This was
Oh,
a good
Jesus.
plan.
The stealth.
Until it backfired. 7 for me.
Okay.
Hey, not the worst. Hey.
So 5, 7,
10.
10,
11.
11,
What did Paul get?
a 20. He's a rogue.
I thought
yeah.
they came with us.
Yikes. Okay. Well, let me get the map ready. You all begin to hide, ducking behind some rocks in the underbrush, and you watch as ahead of you, among the trees, a orc sort of raiding party is stalking its way through the forest. Look to be 6 orcs that are currently on foot, very quietly pushing forward, and 2 orcs that are on both riding wargs that are following behind them. And the wargs are kind of sniffing at the ground and pacing forward, and the orcs that are on foot are using their spears to kind of clear through the underbrush. And as you all are hiding, not more than 20 or so yards from where they are passing, you see one of the orcs look up and kind of in your direction, and gives a low grunt to the other, and 2 of them begin to pace towards you and where you are currently hiding.
Oh no, guys, I think they see us.
Well, they're about to. I'm gonna
It's plucking time.
run at them.
Okay. And Jules, you break cover and begin to run in their direction.
Come on, dog.
Let's roll initiative then.
Okay.
I'm going to take you guys to the map.
Do we need to wait for the tracker, or these sheets work?
You can go to, you just click on the character token and then hit initiative.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry.
Just start drawing.
Yeah. Can you
I can
clear the
delete
drawing? I don't know if
Yeah, I can do it.
Thank you. Oh.
And I will roll for Paul.
I rolled a natural 1.
Yikes.
I think Mel panicked when Paul hit so well. It's like, where did he go?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to change the map over to my main screen, or my horizontal screen instead of my vert screen. Oh boy.
We got.
Okay, I didn't change mine.
There we go. Okay, so I can actually see this thing. Okay. Oh baby, or do.
All right, and the wargs are going on the same turn as their riders. Okay. Hilda, you're up first.
Okay, as an action, I would like to pop out Pinger. So he's flying around, just like on a tree over here, where hopefully they don't see. And then, as a bonus, I would like to inspire Jules. She's running into the fray. I'm gonna ring a couple bells. Give her an inspiration.
Okay.
And then, is this like a rock next to us?
Yes, that is a rock. The one you were hiding behind.
Can I try to crawl up on it?
You want to crawl on top of it?
Yeah.
Sure. Make an athletics check for me.
Okay, let's see. Athletics. I'm so good at that. Actually, I might be good at that. I don't know. Where's my sheet? Oh, there it is. Athletics. 12.
Okay. I would say it'll take your full movement. Yeah, but you can get up there on top of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so crawls up there and then rings the bell as Jules is running into the fray. And that's it.
Okay. It is Paul's turn. Paul is the only one in the group that's hidden. So he is going to pop out over here. And he has advantage anyway because they haven't taken their turn yet. And he's going to fire a crossbow bolt at one of the orcs on the ground. With advantage. That's a 26 for 11, 28 points of piercing damage, and that orc is dead. So he pops his head out from behind the rock, aims the crossbow, and fires. And you just see one of the orcs that's going. Rrr. Suddenly, there is a crossbow bolt embedded in their temple, and they immediately just collapse to the ground. And then he is going to, I think, 5, 10, just kind of give some distance over here, and use his bonus action to hide again. Let's say an 18. Okay. That will be Dog's turn.
Okay. So
let's see. Let me make sure. I can use my action. Oh, well, I'll read that later.
for now, I'm just going to send over some fire.
I'm gonna cast Fireball on the back line.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So they, the back 3 orcs and the 2 riders and their mounts.
Yeah.
Need DC 14 Dex save.
Okay. Do these one at a time. All right.
So not the 2 4 guys, just the
the 3 in the
back.
back and the 2 on the thing. Okay. Yeah, I think I got you.
Yeah.
So we'll do one for the baby orcs first. It's a save.
Or don't, please.
Fail. Save. The natural 20. Nice. And then do the 2 wargs. 1 saves, 1 fails. And the riders. 1 saves, 1 fails. Okay. That's suitably messy. All right. So 24 points of damage.
24 points of fire damage.
All right. That one is very close to being dead. This one dies. This one is very close to being dead. And then the wargs. -2. -24. Yikes. And then 24. Yeah, that's a lot of that's a lot of damage. There is an explosion of fire, evaporating instantly all of the snow in the area and burning the grass to cinders, leaving this perfect black charred circle on the ground. One of the orcs is vaporized in the blast. 2 of them leap out of the way, but they are heavily burned, singed, and they're just barely standing at this point. One of the wargs takes the blast full on, but that rider sort of ducks behind it and is able to avoid a lot of the impact. And then the other warg is able to avoid, but his rider takes the full brunt of it. So a lot of them looking real hurt right now is the best way I can simplify that. Anything else from Dog?
No.
I think, oh, wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. Nope, I can't do that. So,
Yes.
I'll just, foolishly, because I'm not armed, realize it takes me an action to, call my weapon forward. I'm just going to run up into the space.
Okay.
So.
All right. It'll be the orcs' turns now then. The ground
Did
troops.
they change the hotkeys? Oh, no. Sorry. Continue.
Let's see. These 2 come up to Dog here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 5, 10, 30. And then they're going to use their bonus actions to use their aggressive ability and move up a little bit more. 5, 10, 15. Geez, the only person they can get to is Dog. So this is about to.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think this one's going to go for Hilda. Nice little soft target up there. Okay, so make some attacks. One attack each with their great axes. So 3 attacks against dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, what's your AC?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a 22, a 19, and a 17.
Yep, doesn't matter.
8, 4, and 14 points of damage.
Okay,
So
sweet.
12 plus 14, 26 points of damage.
Okay, 26. I did have 8 temp HP from my thing. So I'll take that off, and that'll leave another 16. So
Okay. The one on the that's trying to get you up on the rock, Hilda, is going to
Yeah.
make an attack against you. I'm going to say you're going to have effectively half cover, being that you're up on the rock and they're attacking from a lower
Oh, okay.
elevation. So I think that's plus 2 to your AC.
Okay.
All right. That's a natural 20. So
Oh, boy.
never mind.
Never mind.
That's
Ouch.
16 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay.
That's their turns. The orcs and the wargs now are going to come running in. 50 feet of movement. 5, 10. All right, I just need to measure this out. It's going to take too long. 40. Okay. So this one's going to come running in here. This one, the warg is going to dash to move around. And it's going to get up to the back line here. Okay. So warg is going to bite at you. Dog.
okay,
Dog on dog violence. That's a 9, though. I imagine that misses.
that is correct. It does.
Okay. Good. And the orcs that are on the mounts are going to attack with their darts. So it's going to be 2 dart attacks against Jules. Or actually, he's within range. He's going to use his scimitar. And he has advantage because you have not acted yet this round. Even with advantage, though, that's a 12 and a 16.
Nope.
I think those both miss. And then against dog, you've already acted, so no advantage. That's a 20 and a 14.
Sorry, are those at me or?
Yeah, against dog.
Yeah, they both hit.
That'll be a total of 28 points of slashing damage.
Still up.
That ends our turn. Jules.
Yeah,
May
Mel
I?
definitely goes before me if we're going based on dexterity.
Oh, you guys are tied. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't see that. Mel's.
That's
is-
okay.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm going to run up to dog. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Do I have it on spell card? Yes, I do.
Well, I'm
Correct.
sorry. I'm sorry for what's going to about to happen. No,
What? Why?
nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you get 10 heaps.
Wow, thank you.
As she just kind of is like, "You got this," and then just like throws some like smelling salts in your face and like maybe pat your cheek with some lotion or gross tinctures. And then it's like, "Okay, bye." And then bonus action, poofs back here.
Oh, cool. Maybe like you see some in dog's eyes, and you see it's all part of the plan.
Excellent.
Okay.
That was 15, right? 5,
I'm
10.
scared.
I think I
And
moved
so is that that's a teleport that you have to move back?
That is an item that I made for myself. It's the item infusion of Boots of the Winding Path. As a bonus action, I can return 15 feet as long as I've occupied that space within the last turn.
Very cool. Like it. All right. I think that's it for your turn then.
Correct.
Jules.
Yeah. I'm gonna move in a little bit to try to take some of the heat off. I'm gonna use an action to cast Spirit Guardians because all these mofos are right next to me.
Oh, yikes.
So that's a 15-foot radius.
Oh, God, there's so many of them. Okay.
Yeah, you did it. You did that.
Nice.
You hear the one on the back yell on Orcas, don't bunch up. And you're like,
I don't know what he said.
okay, so that's a
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
All right, we'll do it for the baby orcs first. Wisdom save. Oof.
You'll clear this out I think you'll probably clear this out before I get a chance to. Nice.
14, 13, 12.
Those all fail.
Yikes. Can you just give me the damage
Yes.
so I know whether I should just erase them?
17.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Dead.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
It's half damage on a success, right? Not even gonna make one for the ward because it's gonna die either way.
Yes, it's half damage. It's radiant damage. That makes a difference.
It won't, but it kills it regardless.
I expected
then
them to be a little tougher than that. Sorry,
that's a
dog.
natural one for that one. Well, they've already been softened up quite a bit at this point.
True.
How much was the total damage on that? 17?
17.
Okay.
I rolled very good.
The rider of this one beneath you falls off, but he is still up. He's still alive. You said it's within 15 feet? Oh, shoot. So it's all.
Yeah,
of them.
15-foot radius. For
Well,
all
I'll make one
me.
for the other.
Yeah.
What?
16?
16 is my DC.
Okay. So he'll take half damage, would be 8. That work's not looking great there. And then the other one fails, so he takes the full 17.
What do the spirit guardians look like?
That's a good question.
Oh, they look like little little sprites, like little icy
Ooh,
dudes. Little ice sprites.
like friendly ice
Like-
mephits, but
Yeah,
tiny.
yeah, like they flit around.
Oh,
Cute. I love it.
It's adorable as they
Cute-
murder so
Yeah,
many.
cute little murder fairies.
Easily underestimated.
Yikes. Okay. Well, I cleared those out, and then there were like
None?
3. Okay.
And
Oh
then
shoot,
there
Savannah!
were
I just
3.
realized I think that's going to get the one over by Hilda too.
It is, yeah.
Yep.
I
All-
measured.
Yep, he's
Sorry, I
he's
didn't know
dead.
you didn't catch
I
it.
measured.
Yeah,
I did.
he's dead too.
and I'm dead.
Yep.
Fight the fairies!
Whew. Okay.
Holy cow, man!
Anything else?
Dang, Jules.
I mean, between Fireball and Spirit Guardians, I feel like we just nuked them twice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does dog do high fives?
Do you have a tree?
Never.
Does he do tricks?
Depends. He's very stubborn unless he. We'll see. We'll see after the night. See after the fight.
Okay.
Seems a little premature. at the moment.
No, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Hilda, is your turn then.
Okay. Can I cast vampiric touch on Panger and have him swoop in and touch somebody?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Just gonna be like, here, ring some bells, and like Panger gets this like weird black smoke around it. Cause that's what let me click on it again. Yeah, Shadow Wreath. And then have him swoop over and like swoop to
Yeah,
that
he's got-
one.
He's got 60 feet of movement speed and flyby. So
Yeah. So he's coming in for the
He's
kill. I have to make a
swooping.
melee spell attack. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
okay.
Yeah.
Which one are you attacking again?
The one right in front of Jules?
Okay, cool.
That one.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes how many d6s? 3d6s of necrotic. 12 necrotic damage.
Okay. And then
And
you
then
regain what
I
after that?
Back 6.
Oh, wait.
Oof. Okay. Well, Penger comes flying in. As he does, sinks the claws into the back of this orc and kind of rips or rakes his talons across its back, and you hear the orc let out a shout of excruciating pain as Penger then just kind of continues to swoop away, and you are restored 6 hit points. That's so crazy. Okay.
And he's right over there by Paul on the tree.
Nice. Which it is Paul's turn then. Unless there was something else you wanted to do.
Oh, let me see. Oh, no, he can't get quite that far. He's heading towards there, but he doesn't quite get there.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Paul's just going to kind of boop-a-doop right there. And he's going to fire at the warg with his crossbow. That's gonna hit for a total of 22 points of piercing damage. That one is dead. And that org also just poof, collapses, and the rider comes tumbling off.
Are they going prone when they tumble off?
Good question. Let's see. Dexterity 6 save. No, they land on their feet.
Okay.
And that'll end Paul's turn. Dog.
Well, I just found out that it takes action to get my packed weapon out. Can I just try to bite one of them?
Sure.
Which one looks the tastiest?
They are at the exact same level of tasty right now.
Okay. Then,
which is very tasty.
Then dealer's choice. 15 to bite.
To hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. That'll be 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, geez, he's just a little bit tasty now. Just like only so few tasties left.
Okay.
But you bite him and you rip a good chunk out of him, and he's just barely standing at this point. I'm saying you went up to this one here. So.
Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. All right. Just...
Okay. Ow. All right. Well, this is probably going to be their last go at it.
They have to make a saving throw.
Oh, shoot.
Claire.
Start their turn in the area.
Okay. 2 wisdom saves.
Yep.
They both fail.
That's 8 radiant damage. That one was bad.
Oh, geez, one of them is still up. The one in front of Dog only had one hit point left, so he's dead. The other one is just barely holding on. It is his turn now. And
does he feel like talking?
I think he grabs a war horn off of his belt, and he uses his action to blow as hard as he can into it. And that's the end of his turn, and probably his life. Well.
Oh boy, poor fella. I'm gonna taser whip him.
Sure. Make your attack.
Strength save actually on his part.
Taser face.
Taser face.
Just like, no, none of that. We're
Actually,
not ready for friends quite yet.
That's 22.
Well, then Theory's gonna spit at him.
Okay.
That's 13 plus, I think, 5, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes, 19. Okay. And then the damage he does is this many. Only 3.
That's how many hit points he had left.
Free acid damage. Melts the horn to his face.
Yeah, as he's blowing the horn, the acid, I think, just swoops down the horn, and then he starts clutching at his throat.
This gargling.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
terrible. I love it.
And he's melted from the inside out. And thus ends combat. She's once again just total joke.
Well, that was quick, as is becoming all known. Do we want to wait here? Maybe find some good spots until the cavalry arrives?
Doggy, you okay?
And I summon my packed weapon. Kapoom! I could have done this way sooner.
Well, you did all right. Are you okay?
And I think just like blood's coming out of his ears.
Do you want some healing?
Yeah, it doesn't look alright. You better.
He doesn't he just not really sure what do you even mean by that.
How many hit points do you have right now?
Doesn't look like much.
I have 11.
Oh,
He had
gosh.
1 when I gave him 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the health bars very well. Cool.
I know. I had 1. I literally had a singular hit point.
Cool.
One kitten.
And then I got 11 now.
Dog was worth 1 kitten for a brief moment.
Or are they puppies? Because
He had 1 puppy.
Single pup. I'm gonna cast False Life real quick for my thing.
So are we going to wait here for another fight? Or do you want to pick another location?
They already blew the horn. We don't know how long we have, but I mean, I could try to do like an illusion to hide us better, since we weren't very good at hiding that first time.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were a little bit taken off guard, despite being on guard.
Yeah, we could try it.
Yeah, but I mean, this rock is nice. I like being up here.
But why are we hiding?
So we
can get the
surprise
drop on them when they come.
Gestures to flaming ice spirit destroyed. Or
Yeah, but they don't need to know that we are still here. Maybe we ran away.
Hey, you can do whatever you want, but especially if you're gonna be standing out there. Let me.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let me heal you.
Wait.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you're really bad, huh? Is anybody else hurt?
I'm good. I ain't been touched none.
Hilda's down
A little bit, but
10. She's down 10.
yeah, I'm good.
I was just trying to decide
Okay.
what to use.
Okay, and while Jules is healing Dog, I would like to cast Major Image. Oh, or should I do Tiny Hut?
Ooh.
They wouldn't know what it is. Maybe.
Surprise!
It's like,
Okay, now I kind of want to do that.
what is this little tiny hut?
They can't see it.
Mel's
There's
gonna go.
devastation everywhere, but this tiny hut.
As we're strategizing, Mel goes over to Paul and is just like signing. Is just like, "You're so great. Where in the world did you learn to do that? You're such a good shot." A plus murdering.
Yeah, he signs right. He says, "I've had lots of practice over the past couple. Well, yeah, I don't really want to talk about it."
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to. Boy, never mind. Ooh, boy.
you get the like 1,000-yard stare of like how many people I've killed.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
Pat.
Dog comes over and with a 12 inside, he's like,
So what's going on here? Is there a little
This is my
tension I'm feeling here?
This is my brother. We told you that when we introduced him to you in the beginning. This is my brother. Look at this. We almost have the same piercings.
If that
never mind, I'm not going to follow that. We'll move on.
Okay.
So I'm going to go hide.
okay, goodbye.
Bye. Bye, dog.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we should just hide. I don't want to.
I'm gonna try and climb a tree and hide in it.
Ooh, okay. Just gonna hide behind this rock, I guess. Gonna climb back down.
All right. So you're not casting the hut.
No, we'd be too spread out, I think.
Okay.
It's only like a 10-foot radius.
Say Paul's gonna go hide over there.
I think I'm staying.
Just right there in the middle.
And did you heal him any more, Jules, or?
Yeah, I'm rolling. I was just deciding what I was gonna use. Because
Okay.
I have my channel divinity thing, but it's a lot of hit points, and I think it might be kind of wasted. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
You do get your channel divinities back on a short rest, though, don't
That's what
you?
I was trying to decide.
You think they're an hour off?
Yeah, I mean, and you can, if I remember right.
That would be
thing
great.
It's I have a pool of hit points that I can split up between people, but it can only heal you up to half.
Right.
Bird.
So
It's up to you.
I'm just gonna use a spell. But I rolled really good. You healed 20.
That's great. It's way higher than I was. Thank you.
So yeah, I was gonna just heal you up to half, but
Yeah.
it's just not very many.
That's better than half. I'm well beyond half at this point. Thank you.
Okay. So everybody's hiding again.
I am the lowest level.
You are.
And the frontliner, I guess.
Oh.
So I think that's why it's a little bit weird, but that's okay because I think this is perfect. This is the honeypot strat. This is gonna work so well.
I love that just like surrounded by like burning like bodies and just like burning and stabbed bodies. There's just one knoll. It's like, sup?
Sup? Oh
Yeah,
my
well,
God.
can I move back? I want to sit on the rock. Okay.
Oh, even
on
more
the rock.
dramatic. With this giant, terrifying Morningstar Mall thing.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to hide right
Okay.
behind the rock.
Okay. I am also behind the rock, but I'm gonna give Dog a little pat and also give him a little bit of juice. Cure wounds.
thank you.
At second level. Oops.
I only need 14. So
Where'd my bro go? Oh, there he is.
He's hiding.
In a tree.
don't,
We don't know.
don't-
He's so stealthy, no one can see him.
don't sell the house for me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Where's my other D8? There it is. You got 8 more.
Thank you.
Okay. Just gives you a
Okay.
little pat. Like you did good. Hides.
Are you guys doing any additional? So no magic, no assistant. You guys are just making stealth checks.
Hmm.
What else I'm
Once
gonna do?
I'm gonna put the eyes of the eagle on me and scan for when they're coming, and when they're less than a minute away, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
If I will begin the process of short resting, I don't know that I'll get to the end of it, but we'll see.
Okay. I'll have everyone make. So you're using the eyes of the eagle. You can make perception check.
Yeah, just because invisibility only lasts a minute, so I don't want to cast it like right now when they can't see me anyway, because they're not here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Perception.
perception, and then everybody else make a stealth check.
That's only a 14.
Unless someone tries to convince them otherwise, the dog's not making the stealth check.
No, I'm good.
Fair enough.
Okay. Just seeing how long.
Speaking of dogs not making a stealth check, I see you, Koopy. What you doing?
Bubbo.
Hello, buddy.
Okay, so Jules still has inspiration for like 9 more minutes.
Hey, can I add that to a check or no?
Yeah, I
You
think so.
can. Yeah, let me read through it. Yeah, can roll the die and add the number to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes.
I'm just gonna do that.
The creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use the die. So yeah. So you can hang on to that
I'm gonna use it
for
on the
about 9 more
stealth check.
minutes. Hopefully they show up. Okay, and then I'm stealthing. Okay. That's better. 17.
I rolled a 20.
Oh dang,
Nice.
we're much better this time around.
Thanks,
Okay,
Operation.
You're just rusty.
That's why my armor's making so much noise.
Mel, you hear probably about 2 or 3 minutes pass, and you begin to hear something approaching through the trees.
Okay. I'll give it a bit because I feel like I'm pretty obscured. Are these like wintry trees? Is it like pokey branches or are there leaves? Am I obscured at all in this here tree?
Yeah. There's still leaves on the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit and then I'll cast invisibility and really hide.
Okay. So you can make your stealth check with advantage then.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Nice. Okay, so you cast the spell, just finishing the incantation, as 2 creatures come very slowly, kind of stalking their way from the tree line. Similar to before, you see 2 wargs with orc riders come very slowly, kind of padding out, one of them hanging back just a little. And they both see the carnage in this field here, and they see Dog over there. And one of them, does anyone here speak Orc?
I'm wearing the thing. Oh, I don't speak it. I can understand it though.
I don't.
Let's see. Yeah, only if I'm wearing it I can understand, but I can't speak it.
Okay. Well, one of them calls out in Orc and over towards Dog. What did everyone roll again on their stealth checks? We had a 20 and a 20 and a couple of
17.
25, thank you.
All right. So everybody's pretty good. All right. Dog, they seem to turn their attention on you, and they're one of them seems like they're trying to communicate with you, but I think you're getting a little bit of an aggressive posture from them, as they have a javelin at their side that they're have an itchy trigger finger with.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to think. I don't think dogs can spit. So I think instead of just kind of spitting in the ground, it's just going to be like kind of a throat clearing, just like
Gross.
that dog makes.
Yeah.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay, I'm actually having proficiency in that. 14.
14. Okay. Hey, sorry, was there something else you were going to do?
I don't think it will make it work, but because it doesn't sound like they speak common, but Dog will just say like, it's like,
Tell me everything you know about the Lone Eye.
And then that's about it. But
so one of the orcs looks at the other and goes, "Good gosh, get dark." And you see that orc that's hanging back pull on the reins and begin to ride through away from this clearing very quickly, retreating.
Oh no! How far away is he?
At the moment, he begins to turn.
Yeah.
90 feet.
Oh, it's too far. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, I can't do anything. Dang it.
Me neither. Anyone? Anybody?
Cover.
let me see. I don't think so. I doubt it. My spell descriptions aren't showing up in my sheet.
Oh no, wait. Invisibility is concentration, huh? Yes. Yes, it is. Shoot. Well.
I can do here.
As he's riding away, I'm gonna look over at Hilda and be like,
Oh, okay. I can do something.
Oh, well, then I'll let Dog go first.
Okay. Dog, what are you doing?
I mean, it's not really going to help our case, but if you want me to do this, I will do this. So I guess okay. So at a range of exactly 90 feet, although I don't think I'm a little closer, but still, I'll cast Thunderstep. You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range, which is 90 feet. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw. So it doesn't really, it's really going to hurt everyone near me, but it helps me get to this place.
Okay.
On the other side.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to take a step forward before you cast it?
I guess. Oh man, I can't
like jump off of it and then when you
do that
land.
thing anymore.
That's really cool.
All right, I'll move forward about roughly 30 feet, and then thing will boop, and get in front, making a big loud crash sound. I'm not gonna roll damage because there's no one near me.
Yeah.
Let's see, anything else? No, nothing else that matters. Okay.
Jules, was there something you were gonna do too? You see this happen. You see a dog disappear. This huge crack of thunder, the snow and the frost is kicked up around him in a circle, and he appears over near where the orc that is beginning to flee is.
Okay, I look over at Hilda and go, are we talking or shooting?
I mean, we don't know where they're at. We might need to grab one to talk to.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Sounds like a little column A, a little column B.
Yeah.
Could I would like to cast Crown of Madness on one of them.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, I just realized it's got a range of 120 feet.
All right. Which one?
Let me click the thing so you can see. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. I'm gonna cast it on the one that was trying to run away.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell it to attack this one. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Well, that's a 5.
So yeah, so with it, so it must use its action before moving on each of its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose. So that one over there.
Okay.
I blocked off the wrong one.
Okay, so here's what happens. You take your bell and you ring it, and you cast that same dark, jagged crown appears on the head of the orc there that is beginning to move, and it finds itself kind of compelled in the other direction, where it is going to attack the other one.
That doesn't give me an attack of opportunity, does it? Or does it?
Well,
I think you can make an argument either way.
yeah, you
So it's up
could.
to you.
I will allow you to, if you want to.
Okay. I'll hit the warg
Okay.
if I can, if I manage to. No, I miss with a 9.
Okay. It kind of slams into the ground, and you rip them all up out of the ground, but the warg escapes. The other orc is going to make attacks. Or just one attack against it. That's an 8, so it misses. So he runs up and he uses his rides up with the warg and attempts to swing out. And the other orc dodges out of the way, just barely clutching the reins. He's looking a little freaked out too. And I think, unless there's anything else, anybody else wants to say anything, I'm going to give these orcs their turn.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think that orc that isn't currently maddened is going to disengage and start running away, moving 100 feet in the opposite direction of you guys, back where they came from, leaving just the maddened one with you right now.
Whoops. Well,
Shoot. So it's 100 feet away?
Beyond, it's 100 feet beyond where it was currently standing.
Implying that wargs have 100 feet of movement?
50 feet, but the warg dashed.
Excellent. Well, do you want both or just one?
We need at least one.
All right. I'm going to drop out of the tree, cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, and sprint after it.
Okay.
The one that's running away?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Expeditious Retreat, let me click. So I could basically dash as a bonus action. So I'm gonna run full movement, action dash, and bonus action dash. So
90
feet of movement. I'm just gonna run until I catch it.
Okay.
This does drop invisibility though.
It does, and you be it as Mel goes taking off after it running. So it can move 100 feet on a turn, and you can move 90 feet on a turn.
Yes.
So it's gonna.
Oh shoot! It's gonna outpace me. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, fine.
But we'll get to that in a second. So
yeah. Go on.
So this will help with something. So you go running after it, Mel. The other one is currently just like swinging at the air, like making attacks. Is currently under your spell, Hilda. Hilda, as you finish casting the spell, you look down at the bell in your hands, and you see it glowing slightly, in a like a golden light that you haven't seen before. And I'm going to give you a sheet right now.
Okay.
Let's see. I will go ahead and, well, I'll just do show to players. This won't make. Well, no, I'll just make this one available to you.
Okay.
All right. Now we'll get to that. Hilda, something within the bells themselves seem to have like changed slightly, but not really paying attention to this. Mel, you go running off into the undergrowth, and you're running after it. It's just barely getting away from you, and you're running and running and running. And that little bit of, you feel yourself kind of pushing to the point of exhaustion, when you do see up ahead the rider sort of break into a break in the tree line, and from your distance with your eyes of the eagle, you can make out far away some sort of construct, some sort of encampment. You can see these trees that have been embedded, or branches that have been embedded in the ground into stakes, and you can see fires burning off in the distance, and you see that orc running in that direction.
I want to stop him before he gets there.
I don't. Do you have any spells with a range of?
Yeah, because I mean, if even before he got to, well, yeah, I have acid arrow, which has a range of 90 feet.
Okay, I'd say you could get within range to acid arrow the orc if you want.
I'm just trying to murder him before he can tell people that we're here. I don't know about that. 13 plus, what's my spell attack? Oh, 8. 21.
That'll hit.
Whew. Okay. How much damage does this do? I don't even remember. Oh, 44. Oh, okay. Thanks.
That's 44 acid damage?
Yeah, 44. 6, 8, 9 plus 5, 14. Is that how that works? That's math. 14 acid damage immediately, and then more in 6 seconds.
So here's what happens. You hit it. The bolt hits the rider from behind. You hear him cry out in front of you as he continues to stir the warg forward, and he breaks from the tree line. You can see him making his way towards the camp, and you can hear some shouts just as and he lands on in the dirt and the mud, and in the distance you can see some orcs coming in and kind of converging on him, but he seems to have died before he was able to convey anything about your your position. But
That works
there,
out.
you can
Oh,
definitely
man.
tell there are some more orcs at that camp.
Sick.
Ahead of you.
Bye. I'm gonna run back.
And we'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys are trying to capture this orc that is currently charmed.
Yes.
Okay, we'll say you're able to do that, whether through killing the warg or incapacitating the two of them. You capture this orc, and that's where we're going to take our break, and we'll come back to
Sure.
yes, interrogate, short rest, do whatever you might need to. All right. Anything else before we take our break? That's good. Okay. We will be right back in a couple minutes, everyone. So stay tuned and hang out with us in the chat, and we'll be back soon. Bye. And welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our adventure here today. We're fighting orcs in the forest, some classic D&D fun for you. Just a group of friends and their dog. We will we'll go and jump back in. So we have you've successfully dispatched all the orcs that came to attack you, dealt with one of the scouts as they fled. You have one hostage prisoner. What would you like to do?
I don't feel like I'm back yet.
Okay.
And now you're back.
And we're back.
So I know where their camp is. Killed him before they could tell the rest of the encampment where we are.
All right. Is it very close to here? Look like
Not
you were
pretty
running
close.
very fast.
I mean, I was running very fast. It is not that far.
Okay. Now what do we do with this guy?
I know what dog wants to do with him.
I mean, I don't know what else we get that. Well, let's just see if maybe we should talk to him a second. Maybe he can. So you said the camp where there are a lot of orcs?
With my keen memory, I can remember what I saw in the brief moments when I was murdering someone.
You saw a couple orcs.
I saw a few. Probably there are more than a few, but that is who I saw. They came out to look at the horrifically melted corpse of their friend.
Oh,
So there are probably more than that, but not that I saw. I kind of wanted to get out of there before they realized I was there.
that was smart. Well, we should at least figure out where the leader is, because
Yeah. If he's in the camp, how many people are there? If the orc wants to talk to us.
yeah, about that.
Jabbing a finger sharply into the orc's ribcage, just kind
Do you want to talk to us?
Spits at your feet.
okay.
And speak orc.
I sneeze on him.
Well, I didn't think about this because I don't know how to speak Orcish. I could.
Yeah, I can help with that.
I
Oh.
can help with that too.
Maybe we should try this first. Can I? What is that? A creature you touch. Perfect. I'm gonna. I'll boop Hilda. That seems like the smart choice. And I cast tongues on her.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you
now
could already understand any language, but when you speak any creature that knows at least one language and can hear you can understand what you say.
okay, that's cool.
And how long does it last for?
An hour.
Cool.
An hour.
Yep,
Okay.
Noah.
And so I'm guessing we just like have this guy like tied up.
Mhm.
Okay. Just gonna kind of go up to him. Hello there. Sorry to sort of attack you and such, but we did not want you to get away. We want to talk to you for a moment, sir.
The orc looks at you, locks his eyes onto you now, and says, "You tiny one, release me now."
We might be able to release you if you answer a few questions that we have. Otherwise, we might what happened to some of your other friends.
If you do not release me, I will grind your bones into dust.
Ah, great. We can get to that in a minute, but first, what's the leader's name again? I don't remember.
Spine breaker.
War Chief Orc and Spinebreaker.
Darren. Spine.
Greg. We are looking for your leader, Spinebreaker.
Then you seek your death.
Probably. Is he very strong? Is he very formidable?
He laughs and he says, "We are not like you small folk. We do not entrust our clans to any who would walk off the street. Only the strongest of us can stand chief among us."
That makes sense.
He's
Only
not
one
called
fist.
Spine Bender. He's
Breaker.
This guy's not as good. Well then.
He says, "Release me now, or you will rue the day that you ever met Tormax the Hellringer."
Really, Tormax. Everybody, this is Tormax, the, what'd you say, Hellringer?
Hellringer.
Hellringer, yes.
Are you sure it's not Hellbringer?
No.
You
You said
can't
the
stand
ring?
me.
You're not sure? Oh yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
Hilda, that's
I mean-
what we should start calling you. With the bells.
Yeah, you got the bells.
Hilda Hellringer.
I cannot like the sound of that. Anyways, well, sir, maybe we will release you. You seem like very formidable, but we just want to maybe talk to your leader and kind of figure out what's going on. It seems like you guys have been working with somebody else. Maybe others who are not as strong as you are.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Am I attuned to these spells? Can
Yes,
I
you
do
are.
this thing now?
Yeah.
Okay. I am very proficient now at this thing. Which is good because I didn't roll very well. Persuasion, that is a 17.
17. Okay. He continues to maintain the same angry demeanor, but he says, "Small ones like you come to camp. Speak with Spinebreaker. I do not know why."
Small like me or small like them?
Small like all of you. Are you not the same height?
Not exactly. Kind of like turns to the rest of them. Apparently, some others came and met with the Spinebreaker.
Ooh.
So,
How long ago?
Eloni.
perhaps, let me see. Were these small ones like us? Did they have any sort of insignias that look like an eye?
I've seen some with that.
Kind of like gives a thumbs up to Dog. And what do these people want? What do they want from your great and powerful chief?
I do not know. I do not question the will of Spinebreaker.
Right. So, if we went and talked to Spinebreaker, would he just challenge us to fight, or how does it work? If one wanted to have an audience with the Spinebreaker.
Looks around at all the dead bodies of the other orcs around you and says,
Spinebreaker will not look kindly on the numbers that you have killed today. They will not speak with you. They will break you.
Ah, great. Kind of like leans back to everybody. Apparently we killed too many guys. They're gonna not want to talk with us, probably.
But how would they know that it was us?
Okay.
Hang on, dog. Just one moment.
What is one more?
Can you count to 60?
If you want to trust that.
It's like, maybe not.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Counting to 60. Continue.
Continue. Okay. I don't know what else I should ask this guy, guys. Ask Morgan, not Hilda. Ideas? No? Okay.
How many strong are they?
Ooh, that's a good idea. All right, Mr. Hellringer. As you can see, my friend back here probably wants to do battle with you very shortly. But perhaps before that happens, you can tell me how many others there are in your camp. You seem like a very powerful tribe.
There are many of us.
Like as many as we killed or more?
Many.
Okay. Lots and lots. Got it. Well, how do you feel about one-on-one hand-to-hand combat?
I will defeat all challengers.
Okay, because I think this one, kind of like Force the Dog, really wants to take you on. And I feel like it might be fair if we let you go if you fight him and succeed.
I will crush small creature.
Damn.
make an attack roll with advantage.
Get him.
All right.
This whole time I was just watching Ryan count to 60.
15.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. 10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning. Okay. Wham! The hammer just smashes into this orc who is was already sort of sitting up and kind of prone-ish, but is not fully prone by that attack. Is still alive.
2 attacks.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
21 to hit.
Also hits.
Only 6.
Well, that'll be enough. He begins to get back up and reaches with for a weapon, and then boosh, slam again, and the orc is dead.
Okay. Is there any other enemy within sight? That's it.
How does everyone else react to this?
I reduce a creature to his 0 hit points, and so I'm gonna bite him again, just to make triply sure.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna get 9 temp HP from that. Yay!
Just like Hilda just like jumps back in surprise.
Wipes blood off of shirt. So I know where the camp is.
Ah, right. Yes.
Good.
I guess we don't have to worry about any fighting after all. You just took great care of him, dog. a good one. I
can't
don't
feel
think that
60.
was. I don't think that was 60 though, but that's all right.
Well,
I
we'll let
appreciate
people
that
who
you
view the tapes
counted.
determine that. Because it was very close.
All right. Well, you just said that there's a lot of them, and that Stormbreaker met with some Spinebreaker. Met with some people who might have been associated with the Eye.
I don't love that.
Nope.
But we know where they are. They don't necessarily know where we are. If we
We
would
probably should find a new location.
Yeah, probably with a vantage point on that camp, maybe, if we can.
You want to lead us there?
Sure, I can do that.
We can try to kind of hide our tracks, maybe.
Well, that's a good idea. Cool. I'm gonna lead them to where the camp was, but stealthy style.
Okay.
We're the
Everyone make
best team for it.
yeah, it's like everyone make a stealth check.
We're
Can I-
very stealthy.
Heck, what's the name of that spell?
Were you guys taking a short rest before you go? Or
I would
you're-
love to.
Yes.
But we probably should move before we.
Yeah, move
short
and then.
rest. Can we move then rest?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah.
you guys move a little bit, rest, and then
All right.
and what was your thing, Jules?
Once we go, I want to cast Enhance Ability on myself to try to negate my disadvantage.
6 stealth.
Oh
Everybody.
Jesus! Well, don't forget to roll your hit dice and stuff for your short rest. And yeah, okay, 6 cell and a natural 1 on the hit die.
Aw.
I got it.
Well, heck.
I got an advantage.
I got a 21 on stealth.
Okay,
Got an 8.
okay.
I'm so bad at this.
13.
Well, y'all, I think we're making some tracks.
Paul was at 19. All right.
Yeah.
The drow twins just like, what? Not twins, drow sibs. What?
Also, did you guys
I'm
kill
so
the warg, or are you guys just letting it go?
Aw.
Oh, I forgot he was riding Warg.
Yeah.
I asked specifically if there was an enemy within. I would bite that warg.
Oh, I forgot. All right, you bit the warg. It wouldn't have been.
I asked specifically.
No,
I forgot about
I'm fine with it running off. I don't care.
Yeah,
He
you
did
let
it, and then
go.
it ran off.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the doggo.
Okay. So you rest for a bit, 45 minutes or so, and then head up towards where Mel had seen the camp. And you do get a vantage point on it. You can see it's a pretty small encampment for this group, maybe only about 150 feet across. Has a circle of spikes sectioning it off. No like formal like walls or armaments or any sort of defenses other than just the spikes. And you can see inside about half a dozen tents, little like huts that have been constructed by the orcs living there. And there are some the members of this bandit raiding group that are currently milling about inside this encampment. And at the center of the camp, there is one much larger tent or hut that has like a crimson red kind of hue to it. So like boss guy here. And in front of that is a fire pit. And then there is one like large stone kind of towards the entrance to this encampment, this circle of spikes that looks on top sort of stained with blood. And there is an orc currently like kneeling on top of that. That's what you see from your distance, and you're a little bit off right now. I can actually I want to pull you guys over to the page that this thing's on.
Okay.
You guys aren't quite that close, but
Oh, it looks like they already cleaned up the body. Oh, nice.
Okay, so what is the plan here? Do we really just want to go in and kill everybody?
I feel like we had this discussion before. Yes.
Right.
We're supposed
Just
to
wanted
take
to
out the
double check
leader.
we were on the same page.
I don't know. Maybe you think there's a way for us to take out the leader, and then the rest of them will just be nice and go away.
And I will point out too, this doesn't look like a full like tribe here. This just looks like their sort of encampment for the blood wolves. This raid group. You don't see like orc families and like children and stuff there. Just FYI, as far as the body count, the moral ambiguity of all of this. This just looks like their sort of raiding encampment.
Okay.
We are gonna have to make some hard choices on this room, but
If I remember correctly,
right?
But this isn't one of them.
Not for
Not
Doc.
our choice.
if I remember correctly, the insert word here for leader of city, Alabaster said that
Council Lord.
Counselor,
Yes.
yeah.
the Council Lord Alabaster said that they've been causing a lot of problems for travelers coming to the forest. They, bad people doing bad things, and the state, as it is, wants them removed. I feel no more qualms about this.
For the good of the many, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, are you really sleeping?
Oh, talk to him, dog. I talked to him. Anyways, all right. So up ahead, got the camp. I could
So-
maybe send Pinker above and kind of see from above and see if there's anything else we should be aware of.
It's a good idea.
Good idea. More information is always helpful.
Okay.
Sean,
Yeah.
maybe the scouting that she's about to do will answer some of these questions. But is this like Palisade that
Yeah.
we see on the map? Is that impassable, or is that like from what we can see?
No, it's not impassable. There's some gaps between them. If you were to like come riding up on horseback, you wouldn't be able to get any sort of mounts or any sort of cavalry through there. And you gather that's probably the main force of it, is just to funnel most like large groups of people through the entrance.
Okay. So kind of difficult terrain-y.
Yeah. It would be difficult terrain. If you wanted to move through there at full speed, I would say you'd probably have to make a dexterity saving throw or take
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Which one of them looks like they break spines? Is that this boy or this boy or none of the boys? I'm just
None of
kidding.
them are wearing name tags.
I'm just kidding.
Darn.
Let her do the scout thing. Sorry. I'll stop talking.
Okay, why don't you make a perception check for Panger?
Okay, he gets advantage on that. Let's roll these ones. Oh, dang, I rolled real good. Okay, let me see what his thing as an owl is. 17.
17. Okay. Panger does a once over the camp. You see pretty much the same thing you've seen before. You see this, the fire pit in the center, the sort of like ritualistic like totems that are spread throughout. I think with your intelligence and nature of your studies, you do recognize a lot of iconography dedicated to Grumsh, the orc deity. And in fact, this big stone you see up here, there is an eye that is carved into it, not too dissimilar from the lone eye, but it specifically sort of represents, or is based on your knowledge, the eye of Grumsh. You also see some other icons to other orc deities, Luthik and Euturus, and others who I don't have in front of me. But you do see that tent in the center as you kind of take a low sweep over it. You can see a little bit of smoke coming up from that tent. It looks like there is also kind of a fire inside of it. and as far as you can tell, there may be someone in there, but with that, you're hard to. It's difficult for you to tell exactly.
Okay. But I just like do I see like what's here on the battle map? Like as far as numbers of
Yeah. The numbers that you get, you see the orcs kind of gathering about. You can't tell how many people are in this tent, if there's more than one or if there's anybody in it.
Yeah.
Smaller huts you can. There aren't any like walls on the side of them. They're just sort of like guard or shield from the snow and the rain. And then you see the 2 wargs that are currently chained up.
Okay. All right. Well, that's basically what we see here, and then whoever else is in that tent might be our guy, or it might be that guy on that rock. It's hard to tell. They're a very religious bunch. There's a lot of orcish gods, like iconography around. So,
Do I know stuff about the orcish gods, or
make a religion
anything
check.
particularly interesting? Uh, 15.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you know a little. They take their worship fairly seriously. Worshiping the gods are basically what you'd expect. It's bloodshed and conquest and proving themselves in strength and prowess above all others.
Sure.
And there's other stuff too. It's not really. I mean, I will recall that information later if you want detailed write-ups. I can provide you with them. But you are familiar with the orcish deities.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
okay. Well, should we just rush on in? I'm kind of not doing so good at the sneaking lately. Looks like they've got that perimeter around the edges.
Yes.
Too bad we don't have a troll to drop on them.
Oh.
Oh, what do you need?
Well, I'm just recalling
I'm going
from...
to cast.
What are you?
I'm okay. I will give I'll give 6 seconds to y'all to do something different, but then I'm going to make hell break loose.
Well, Mel was just gonna say, I mean, it's kind of a shot in the dark, but we could go to the gate and pretend to be another delegation coming to talk to the chief. But just to get in close, but I don't know how well that would work. They're not expecting us.
Yeah, they don't seem to... I mean, at least that one that I talked to, not super intelligent. I mean... So maybe that would work. Maybe we could deceive them.
Or we could just, rain down fire from here and then run in, or get close and then do that, or...
Yeah, dog, you could do that fireball thing. That was legit.
You have a look in your eye, dog. What are you thinking about?
Is that are y'all setting me loose?
I think maybe.
Pretty much.
If he
Let him off
takes
the
it.
leash.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'll run to where our icons are. I know that you said we're further back than that.
Yeah, I'll say,
run.
in the course of this conversation, you guys sneak up to about that.
Okay. I'm going to cast Summon Lesser Demons. So I need to roll a d6. We'll do that now. And then I'll read the spell description. So the range is 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to center it right on dude on the rock.
Okay.
So I rolled a 5. So that means 8 demons of challenge rating a quarter or lower show up. You choose the demons, DM.
Okay.
So, here's the things to know. Basically, these demons are totally hostile. They're not going to be friendly to me or anyone else in the party. They're not friendly to anyone. Yeah, I'm sorry. I rolled the highest one. Like, if you roll like a 1, it's like one higher level demon, but
That's fine. There's actually only one demon that's court and judge.
Okay, cool. Right. So, and then
you said how many?
8.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll fireball
That's
them next
so
turn.
Many.
I'll get ready.
That's so many. 4, 5. You said they just appear anywhere within.
Let's see. So within the point that I choose, they choose in unoccupied spaces around the point that I choose.
Okay.
So there's 8 of them. So pretty much they surround that dude.
Yeah. All right, 4, 5. They're not all going to be able to fit on this rock. 1, 2, 3.
They get initiative. They're hostile to all creatures. They disappear when they go to 0 hit points. As part of casting the spell, you can form a circle on the ground with the blood used, and you can use it. Okay, so the space that I'm casting it from is a safe spot, but I'm not going to stay there, so it shouldn't be relevant.
I assume you're using the body of the orc that you killed in order to cast the spell. Okay, perfect. All right, so this is what happens then.
And it's concentration, just to keep me honest, everybody. It's concentration.
Okay, cool. Dog steps forward and begins to utter this incantation, and you see takes the like the arm of this orc he has taken off of it or some other body part of this orc and smears the blood across his hands, and as he does, there is a cry of panic in the camp, and you watch from the ground these small like rifts open up, and 8 of these demonic creatures have this vaguely sort of have this grayish skin, these bat-like ears, and kind of squished in bat-like noses, and with a kind of a more of a body of like an ape almost, all spring up from the ground and begin to attack the orcs in the camp. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I wasn't trying to make a pun when I said all hell break loose, but
Here we are.
Technically, demons aren't from the 9 hells. That's devils.
Technically, nothing in this game is from the 9 hells.
Ow.
Oh geez, that's loud.
11 plus 2.
I have to click my thing in.
Oh god, I have so many things to roll initiative for. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I wasn't expecting the dretches. Okay. But it's gonna be
What do
good.
you expect? Spanish dredges?
All right. Yeah, they're gonna attack. So they're not specifically hostile towards one thing. They're just hostile.
They're hostile to everything. And I mean, you could, the way it's written, you could say it to each other demon, but I assume
they're probably chill with each other.
Slightly chill. Let's see. I want to make sure, but it just says all creatures.
Yeah. No, I'd say they're probably not going to attack each other, but they will attack the orcs. Ooh. Buddy on the cliff there is not going to enjoy that.
Nope.
It does roll much better than them in initiative. Is there anyone I didn't roll for? Oh, that's right.
Oh boy.
All right, that's a lot of stuff on the initiative tracker.
Sorry, we'll clear them off real quick for you. Sorry.
Well, yeah, and actually they get to go. All right, is everybody on the tracker in the correct spot?
Yes.
Looks like it. Jules, you rolled last again.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled the same thing I rolled last time, which is a
Oh, no.
4 minus 1.
Yeah. Okay. So turn up first. The Orc Claw of Luthic on the cliff there. Whew, buddy.
Try to.
Yeah, is just gonna start attacking the ones, the creatures around it. I don't think it has any area of effect spells. No. Nope. Okay. It's just gonna start clawing at everything. So makes. Why is there not? Well, that's great. For some reason, the sheet does not actually have the attack for the claw attack on here.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, it's weird.
so
Not on the dragon,
frustrating.
on one of the orcs though.
Yeah, the SOD thing. That's
yeah.
so frustrating.
That's fine. I can do it manually. Dretch's hit point or their armor class is an 11. I'm just going to say that out loud because I need to know.
Yeah. Good to know.
All right. So that's going to be an 8 to hit. That's going to miss. And a 14 to hit. That'll hit for 6 points of slashing damage. Okay, and that was almost nothing. So just begins to slash out violently against all the dredges around it, but is being very quickly overwhelmed. This guy on the ground is going to run 5, 10 over to this one. And the Blade of Ilnivel is going to make... yeah, it's going to make 2 longsword attacks. It's a 19 to hit for 11 slashing damage, which does not kill it. It's going to make a second attack. Oh, only an 8 to hit. Well, that's fantastic. Misses on its second one. And then is going to use its command after this one. And 3 allied orcs within 120 feet can use their reactions to make 1 melee weapon attack, or 1 weapon attack. So it's going to be another claw attack. Sorry, trying to get through this as quick as I can. That's not gonna hit.
I apologize to everybody.
It's okay. Range javelin.
I feel like this is a net positive for the group, but
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here like, how about I just sit here and wait until the dredges are dead?
100%.
Yeah, you guys let me.
A lot of work on showing.
I am now playing a war game against myself. All right, that'll end his turn, and he doesn't have to recharge. He's not doing anything. Mel, it's your turn.
Great. I'm gonna hang out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action until somebody gets aggressive with us specifically,
Okay.
and then I'll shoot them with a crossbow, I guess.
All right, holding your action to shoot, fire a crossbow. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't roll for fucking Paul. Okay, hold on. Gotta put him on the...
Excuse you.
He's so stealthy. He
That
did
I
roll.
missed
Forgot
him.
about it.
No one
That's-
knows where he is in the initiative order.
Fine,
He
because-
just pops up in the camp. What?
What? Already here, murdered everybody.
The warriors are still chained up. They're just they begin to pull against their chains, barking and howling at the dredges, but can't do anything. I did roll for the dredges. Okay, make sure. Hilda, is your turn.
It's my turn. I would like to try to sneak a little bit closer. Let's see. And get not very far.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have moved. Oh well, too late.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get closer, kind of by this tree. Trying to be Stealthy, and then just see, like how far away everybody is. Actually, I might use my action to dash and get closer,
Okay.
so I can get like kind of like there, and then yeah, so I'll be my action, and then
I will say, as you run that direction, that orc that is currently standing here does see you.
it does.
running.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're only like 10 feet, 20 feet away from him at that
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
And use your action to run. So he does watch you break from the tree line and watches you run across the field there.
Bring it on, dude. Okay, and then that's where I'm at. That's it.
Okay. Paul's turn then. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I think he's going to stealth up that way. He probably sees the one that is now going to be moving towards Hilda, and I think he is going to attack that one. He has advantage because it hasn't taken its turn yet. That's a natural 20. I don't even know why I'm rolling damage.
Deleted.
That's my
like-
brother. Woo!
That's like 40 points of damage. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's dead. And just the arrow, the bolt sinks into the back of the orc's head as it goes towards Hilda, but it doesn't take it a step further. That'll end Paul's turn. Dretch's turn now. This is about to be a lot of attacks against the one on the hill there.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay. I'm double checking
Oh
some
my gosh. yeah.
abilities it has. Okay. Oh, great. And each one can make 2 attacks. That's going to be fun.
No! Oh my god.
So,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, these things are so gross looking. I find
by the
them
way,
like-
guys, we're going to be taking another break while I roll all these attack rolls. All right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bite attacks against the one on the hill. Just going to pop these out super quick.
No, Ryan, just so you know, I love this.
Only
We didn't have the
2
numbers
hit.
advantage. Now we do.
Only 2 hit, and one of them's a natural 20. So it's a total of 11 points of damage. And then we're gonna get 5 claw attacks. 1 hits for 5 slashing damage. All right, all the ones up there are done. This one's gonna move up to this guy. This one moves over to this guy. All right, we'll do bite attacks. 1, 2, 3. Only one of them hits this dude over here for 1 point of piercing damage. And then claw attacks. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of them hit
Nice.
for 6, 5, and 4 slashing damage. So 6,
Fran Dretcher.
5, and 4. All right. I think that clears all of their turns.
Nice.
Dog, it is your turn.
Oh boy, I don't think I can actually get involved from where I'm at. So I'm going to move forward 30 feet. We'll just do that. I'm going to leave the safe space behind. Was that 30 feet before? Yeah, okay. I think I never wanted to do this. I never, ever, ever wanted to do this. But I'll do an Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Okay.
Just at the one closest to me. A 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
I clicked it. Okay, just 3 force damage. I don't have any of those cool boons.
You do get to do it twice, though, because you're high enough level.
Do I?
Yep.
Yeah, if you're over 5th level.
Okay. 24 to hit. Another 3.
Both
6
against
points.
this guy here.
This guy. I've got ruler on. Sorry, the lower one, south one.
Lower one. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, both of them hit. He's still up, but he is
Yeah.
taking a bunch of hits now.
That's all I can do. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Okay. Where'd my turn Oh my god, I lost the turn tracker.
It's my turn.
How the turn?
Thank you. Oh, yeah, there it is. Jules, this is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna run up here with dog. And I'm gonna chuck this javelin.
Okay, do
at
it.
This guy.
Break in the javelin.
Yeah. 15?
That'll hit.
Yay. He's gonna take. Oh god. God damn it. Something. Well, 3 javelin damage and 6 radiant damage.
All right, so 9 points.
Yes.
All right. Only got 8 hit points left. So you hurl the javelin. It sinks into the back of this orc and then sparks with divine energy as the radiant burst. And before the orc even hits the ground, you feel the javelin is in your hand again, almost as if it had never
I
left.
just turned around and look at Mel like,
Mel's like,
it works!
Cool. Anything else, Jules?
Let's see. Yeah, can I use my bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon?
Okay.
I forgot what the range of that is. 60 feet. So it can go... What are these guys doing?
They're chained up right now.
Okay. Well, do too much. How about this guy?
He's currently attacking that dretch.
I'm gonna cast it over there by him.
Okay. Spiritual weapon. Go ahead and make your attack.
19?
That'll hit.
It's 7 force damage.
Nice. Okay. The axe chops through the armor, giving him a decent wound there. Cool. End of your turn then, Jules?
Yep.
Okay, on to the orcs. This one, 5, 10, 15, so run over to here. 5, oh, I got short for a second. 25, 30. Cool. Both of them are going to use their actions to unshackle the wargs on their turns. This one's got more movement and then begins to run in a little bit using their bonus actions. Okay, cool. That's about all as far as they can get. The one's back here. Gonna run up. And then they're both going. Actually, this one's gonna make it over here. And this one will make it over here. And gonna do some great axe attacks. First one gonna hit.
it's a pretty great axe.
5 points of slashing damage. Next one also hits for 9 points of slashing damage. And then one more. Natural 20 for 16 points of slashing damage. That one is dead. I'm just going to move bodies up here
Okay.
so they don't clutter up the field.
As they hit the floor.
Yeah. Right now, tally is 1 dretch to 1 orc. Oh, no, 2 orcs. I missed that. Okay. I think that's all of them having taken their action. And
I
movement.
didn't see this one move or do anything.
He took an attack against
he fought
this
okay.
guy here. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. Back to the top. The Claw of Luthic. They're in a really bad place right now. They bark out a command in Orc to the one down below. Not a command, but they yell in Orcish, and is going to use their. Oof, they're really not looking good. Yeah, use their action to cast Where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah, they're going to do this. They grab an amulet from around their neck and begin to incant something, and you see this amulet light up, and they are going to cast Moonbeam on, let's see, 5-foot radius. Perfect. On as many of these fuckers as they can. I do need to draw a Moonbeam circle.
Is that 20 feet?
I think it's a 5-foot radius.
5-foot radius. I used to know how to do this stuff.
So I think that's
So bad.
yeah, it's about 5-foot radius. So I'm just gonna pop it up. I'll say right here. I think that'll catch all three of them.
Nice.
Or wait. No, can't get 4. We'll go with 3. So 3 of them we need to make Constitution saving throws.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Natural 1. 6. Natural 1.
Goodbye, Dretch.
That's going to be 2d10 radiant damage. 9? Not 18 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And they all have 18 hit points.
Good job.
Takes out 3 of the Dretches with the Moonbeam.
Good job.
All right.
Good job, Claw.
Good job, buddy. So that's going to be all they can do on their turn. Got Moonbeam up. It's going to be the guy on the ground. Who does no? Let me check, see if they get their thing back. They do. Perfect. So they're going to make 2 longsword attacks. They're going to run up.
Oh, dang. Oh, no, it's a different character. I was like, they can cast Moonbeam and make 2 attacks?
Oh, no.
Different orc people.
That's 18 points of slashing damage. With their
Hey.
longsword. That one's dead. It's going to climb up here.
People?
Second longsword attack. That misses. And then they're going to command 3 orcs to make melee attacks.
I feel pretty good that these are soaking up all their actions.
Yeah.
But they're going to be clear through them, I think, very
Natural
quickly.
20 and 17. This I did not anticipate. So these 2 are going to be dead now. And then the claw is also going to make... That's going to hit for 10 points of damage. Okay. Perfect. All right, clearing some more guys off the field. Mel, that will be your turn.
Cool. Well, no one's gotten aggressive with us specifically yet, so that's neat.
I know that feel.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shoot this dude with my
Okay.
crossbow.
Do it.
I will attempt. Pow. Yeah, maybe. What's my bonus? +5. 14.
14 will hit.
Woo! Okay. 1d8. Bloop, bloop, bloop. 7. Plus 2 is 9 piercing. Oh, should have done that first. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah. 9 piercing to him. And
Okay. He's dead.
cool. I helped. And then, I don't know. I feel pretty comfy right here where I'm at. You guys got this. That's it.
Okay. It'll be the warg's turn now then. They're both off the leash. 5, 10, 15. But you guys there's only 1, 2 dredges up there. Yeah, they're gonna run out here towards you guys because they see Dog running up and Jules running up. 20, 25. Yeah, so they go.
Bring it.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
So it's gonna be 2 bite attacks.
Okay,
that
my
is
con saves ready.
7 to hit and a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
It's 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so I gotta do con save of just barely.
Just barely.
Oh my god!
Make a strength saving throw too.
Okay. 22.
Okay, you remain standing.
All right, and that just took off my tip HP, so I'm feeling okay.
Cool. All right. Very nice. Ends the warg's turns. Hilda.
Oh, okay. See the wargs come out here and attack. Pulls out a bell and like goes to ring it, but nobody hears it ring except for maybe the wargs. They need to make an intelligence saving throw as I change Shatter's save to intelligence instead of constitution.
Oh, girl.
That's pretty good.
Oh, this nerd. Oh, she's so strong.
Yeah. Well, with a -2 to their intelligence saving throw.
Oh, dang, Gina.
That's a 10 and a 7.
So nope. So they're gonna take some thunder damage as only they hear this bell ring.
Oof.
Okay. That is 10 thunder damage.
All right. 10 points of thunder damage.
Yes.
Oof. So both of the orcs you see kind of cower for a second, like trying to hide their ears as there's that like a ringing that only like a magical dog whistle.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Very nice.
Okay. And then yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna maybe like scooch. Not that I don't know if it's gonna help much, but like try to hide behind this tree or something.
Okay. That will put it to Paul's turn. Who is, I guess, just gonna rinse and repeat fire at one of the wargs. This is Lice crossbow.
Drow Sib's in the back with crossbows. You guys got this.
That'll hit for 23 points of damage. It doesn't matter which one he hits; they're both gonna die. Okay. This one up here, the arrow or the bolt sinks into and it perishes. That'll end his turn. Dretch's turn now. Only 2 left, thank God. They are going to make their attacks against the 2, or their attacks against the ones next to them. Bite, both miss. Claw, both miss. All right, so they don't get any damage on that one. Now that they're not in such large numbers, they're not nearly as terrifying as they were before. Dog's turn.
Okay, I'm going to try to knock the warg in front of me with a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 9, and I'm assuming it'll take more than that. So I'll do another one for 17, which should hit. So total of 20 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, but the second strike, you smash the warg's head in. It's dead.
Okay, then I'm going to let's see, how much space do I have to run around here? So I don't even need to use my bonus action yet. I'm just gonna move up here. Is this square connected to this one right here? I think so. Okay. So I'm going to move right here and bite that work with my bonus action. Because as I reduce for the rampage, I'll put it in chat, and then I'll bite him for 16 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
For 7 piercing damage.
Okay, 7 points piercing damage. Nice.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Nice. As dog rampages across the battlefield. Jules, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move up a little bit, like right here. And then I'm gonna throw the javelin at this guy.
All right. Yeah, make your attack.
14?
14 will hit. Just hit.
Oh my gosh. That's 9 damage total.
Okay. Make a con save for the moonbeam. That succeeds. So he's still got the moonbeam up, but it's not looking great.
That's
And the javelin returns to you.
Yay! Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon. Who's in here? To this one right here. And
Okay.
I'll hit him.
Oh Jesus! What did I just do
Where'd
that?
it go?
My roll 20 is doing this thing where I'm trying to drag something and it's not letting me. Okay, there we go.
It's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 force damage.
All right. Still up. Not looking great though.
Chop.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else? Okay, cool. It'll be the orc's turn now. Okay, let's see. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15 here.
Oh wait, before you do.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. I get 9 extra temp HP because I reduced something to 0 HP. Forgot to calculate that.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so I'm beefier. Continue.
No. Okay.
Beat upon me as you will, DM.
We'll do one attack against one of the remaining dretches. That'll hit for 12 slashing. That one's also dead now. Let's see. And then two attacks against dog, one attack against Jules. So dog. Let's say 22 and a 9.
Yes, no.
So 14 slashing.
Okay, cool.
And then against Jules, it's an 18.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
I've got good armor.
Yeah.
Weirdly tanky, but only against groups of. Never mind. I'll talk later.
That'll end their turn. Guy on the top there. Okay. Double checking Moonbeam. When each returns, you use an action to move between 60 feet in any direction. Well, I think they're not going to hit the orcs down there. Oh. Hi, Hilda.
Hilda.
It's going to go straight towards Hilda.
Oh, great.
Seeing that
What
the
do
dretches are mostly taken care of up there. You may make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
And
Okay.
if you're a shapeshifter, you do it with disadvantage.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh man, that's only a 9.
That'll fail. So you take roll 20. Why you do this to me? 2d10. That's gonna be 10 points. Exactly average of radiant damage.
Okay. Ow. Can I use my reaction to cast absorb elements?
Oh, geez. Does it work on radiant damage?
Let me see. I don't remember what ones it works for.
I don't think
Just
so.
kidding. I don't have it prepared.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
But let me check anyways.
Good thought, though. Yeah, good to check. That'll end their turn. This guy's going to step up here and is going to make an attack against the Dretch. That'll hit for 17. It has 1 hit point left, so I'll have to use a second attack. A hit. Okay. So with 2 attacks, he destroys the last Dretch. All right, great. And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to jump down off of here. And he does get back his command, so he's going to use that. So 3 attacks with their reactions for the orcs. So I'm going to get 2 attacks against Dog and 1 attack against Jules again. Dog, that's a 17 and a 13.
Both.
And Jules, that's a 22.
That does hit me.
All right. Dog, that's a total of 21 slashing.
Anyway.
Jules, that's a total of 10. And it is Mel's turn.
Yes. Cool. Okay, let me make sure I know how this spell works. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to mix some stuff together in a little round vial, and I'm going to go, I hope this works, and I'm going to shot put it. Fortunately, I designed it to be aerodynamic, even though I'm not very strong. And it goes 60 feet because it's fairy fire. And in this here 20-foot cube, this one getting all of these guys, they all need to make a dexterity saving throw. As green, like sickly acidic green light erupts in the area and tries to cling to them.
Did you draw something? I didn't see it on the...
Oh. No, I didn't draw it. I just did my
okay.
ruler, but now I'll draw it.
I missed it.
Thank you. Reminder, now it's Kai.
Okay.
Like that? That's pretty close.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's close enough. But every one of them fits in it, so dex save, please.
Deck a save, please.
The DC is 16. What?
I'm feeling for Sean right now. I see all these like little marks coming up on the icons and like.
So these 2 fail, the rest of them succeed.
Okay, so for the next 10 rounds, all attacks against those 2 have advantage.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
And you're maintaining concentration on that now.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to send, as for my bonus action, I'm going to send Thierry up here. I believe I measured before, but I don't remember now. Yeah, he can get next to her. And he's going to give Jules temporary hit points. An amount equal to... math. 8 plus 5, 13. So Jules, you get 13 temporary hit points as this floating blob flies over to you like a paper airplane and then folds itself into, I don't know, just like really cartoony lips and goes on your cheek. And you...
Okay. Jules, you got 10 hit points. Okay. Wargs, I can take those off. They're gone. Hilda, is your turn.
Ouch. Okay, I'm like got this bright shiny light on me.
You do. You start your turn there. You start your turn, so you need to make a con save.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. 18.
Okay, you succeed, so you only take 8 points of radiant damage. And yeah, I'd say you did see the one up here cast it.
Okay. All right. Could I don't think this works. Can I try to dispel magic this spotlight that's on me?
Yes, you definitely can.
Okay, I would like to, use Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
Easy enough. It's a 2nd level spell. So you successfully hold your hand up and kind of feeling the burning energy of this moonbeam. You kind of watch as almost something seems to eclipse the source of this light until the this moon light is completely obscured and the spell is dispelled. Excellent. Awesome.
Okay, that's an action. And then as a bonus action, I would like to inspire dog.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how to inspire dog.
Good boy.
Good boy. You got this. What a good boy. But yeah, so you have what? You have a D6 that you can use.
Perfect.
And then I'm just gonna point at the guy on the rock.
Can you use that for
Just
saves?
point at him. Yes. Let me click the thing so you
Good
can
to
have the.
No, cool. No, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Cool.
Very nice. So that'll put it to Paul's turn, who's gonna continue running up, and I think we'll get to about here, and then he is going to shoot another. Actually, no. He's gonna use his bonus action. He's gonna dash. He's gonna get right up into this, and he is going.
What's about to happen?
Oh yikes! He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He's doing his best.
He is going to make
Dog, if you
attacks
hurt my brother, I swear.
with his short sword against the one in front of him.
I erased your token somehow, Mel. I don't know how.
How?
I didn't.
I'm sorry for what's about to happen. I just erased your sister from existence.
I don't know how I have access to your token, but I did. I'm sorry.
I'll put it back down. I don't know.
Well, I asked for this.
That'll be 22 points of damage. That one is dead. And then he will also make a he already used his bonus action, so he can't. Okay, that's the end of Paul's turn. The dretches are gone.
That does help me out a lot, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
It is Dog's turn now.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move right here, which will incur at least one, or it will incur one broken attack of opportunity from this boy.
Yes, yeah, okay. He'll make. No, he already used his reaction. He can't.
Oh, he did? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they all had to use their reactions to make those attacks. So.
All right, cool. I'm gonna cast Fireball centered on myself.
Oh Jesus.
So everyone, Julia won't have to, or Jules won't have to, from where I'm at, but Paul will, and
Okay.
then all the enemies.
He's got evasion. He'll be maybe okay.
But yeah, so I will roll as well, and
All right.
I'm inspired.
You are.
Yeah.
So I roll a 20, so that will beat my 14.
All right. Paul rolls a 17, so he doesn't take any damage.
Perfect.
And then okay, I'm gonna do the 3 regular orcs. Dexterity 19, 16, 5. Okay. And then go. What's the damage on that? 23.
23. So I'll take.
Even at half damage,
So
half
12.
that one dies. Even at half, that one dies, and that one dies. Okay.
Sean, would you mind reordering the initiative so I can get back on it, please?
Yeah, I'll do that. And the other 2, the claw He's gonna do a dexterity save. That's a 9, so it fails. And against Blade, it's a 3, so it fails. What was that? 23 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one that casts Moonbeam is incinerated. And as they are blasted to pieces, that all that remains is that holy symbol that they were holding, this iron symbol covered in thorns, drops and kind of collapses onto the stone. The other one does fail, but is still up.
And I get 9 temp HP.
Yay!
Awesome turn. And Jewel, or let me reorder it. Okay, yeah, you were just right here. I can do that. All right, Jules, it is your turn.
Great. Is it just this one dude left?
It is currently the one dude left.
Cool. Wow, I can't see. Is anybody else below half health? Besides dog.
Hilda is hurt. Oh, but she's above half.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action. I think it's an action. I forgot how to read. Yeah.
Don't worry about healing me. Don't worry about healing me.
I'm gonna use. It comes back. I'm gonna use one of my channel divinities to do preserve life on Doggo. As long as it's not more than 40 hit points, you heal up to half.
Okay. That's amazing.
Good. That's so good.
Half for me is 23, so I'll go to 23. Thank you.
No one else needs any, so the rest of them just sparkle away. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to move my spiritual weapon to that guy and chop his face.
Okay.
Chop, chop, chop.
What'd you roll?
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 13 force damage. I rolled max damage.
Yikes. Okay. I guess not looking good either.
Chop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay there.
All right. This is the last the Blade's turn, and he how much he can do. Yeah, he's just gonna make 2 longsword attacks. I guess at dog, because you're
Makes
the only
sense.
one within.
I'm
Melee.
probably the easiest to hit too.
Yeah,
I would do it if I were him too.
that's it's a 20 and a 7,
Yes, no.
so it's 9 points of slashing damage.
That gets rid of my temp HP, you bastard!
And that'll end his turn. However, at the end of his turn, you see the flap of the tent begin to open up.
Oh no, Spinebreaker is awoken.
And you see a hulking orc pull itself out, standing nearly 8 to 10 feet tall. Bones and other bits of discarded metal making up his armor, these massive scars covering his body, this dreaded hair flowing down to almost his waist, and he is dragging this jagged, rusty battle axe behind him, and lets out a ferocious roar through these spiked teeth, and comes charging into the fray against all of you.
Oh my god. They can see the map on the stream, right?
They can.
His icon so big.
Oh, heck!
And he comes running in 5, 10, 15. Let me see. What is his movement speed?
Oh boy. Good thing I'm almost out of spell slots.
20. I'm going to move this person off the map.
Sister, I am out of spell slots.
Oh yeah, I know that warlock feel, bro.
And he's going to make 2 attacks with his great axe.
Oh, I'm down. I'm so down.
Oh, geez. That's actually really bad on that first one. It's only a 12 and a hit and a 13 to hit.
The 13 hits.
Rolled very badly. Okay. Take 19 points of slashing damage.
I'm still up. Wow. Wow. I thought I was dead for sure.
He rolled very.
Whew.
Yeah, he rolled very badly on that. Okay, that's gonna end his turn. Mel, it is your turn.
Oh boy! This changes everything that I was planning to do. How hurt does the
Very.
guy that
Very.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Let's see here. What sort of armor is the war chief wearing?
Bones and stuff. Bones and
Bones
metal.
and stuff.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Cool. Mel's gonna like slide a vial of some stuff into this little compartment of her crossbow, like snap it in. There's a little arcane poof as she casts arcane weapon on her crossbow. And I'm gonna shoot this dude with a crossbow bolt, but also acid.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit though.
What is that number?
Oh, nope. That's like a 9.
Yeah, 9 will miss.
Great. Phew. And but theory, he's gonna try and spit acid at him.
Okay.
I have a theme. I have a brand. That's another 4, so 9 total.
Yep, that'll miss.
Cool, such a good turn. You guys got this.
Hilda, your turn.
Hey, I just need to check the range on something. Okay. Oh boy. Hilda's very nervous that this big beefy guy just came out, and he's gonna pull out 2 bells and ring them, and is gonna cast polymorph on the big guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me click. Yeah. It needs to make up. This thing is so long. Wisdom save.
That's a 14.
A 14. What's my? Oh, my DC is 14.
It is.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh well. That's fine.
So you tempt, and the magical energy begins to shrink his form for a moment, and then just with a yell of pure rage and fury, just breaks this arcane spell and is unaffected. You can ask one of the spells, one of the questions from that list if you want to.
Oh yeah. Let me.
But if we can move.
Yeah, I don't know what else I could do. Well. Do I have any more inspiration? Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at this list and ask this familiar thing. And just
Paul is going to move in, try to take some heat off a dog, and is going to make 2 attacks with his short sword. I think 1 hits. Yeah, 1 hits. Is all he needs, because that'll be a lot of damage.
Oops.
Ooh, that's 26 points of damage. Yikes. Okay. And in response to that, the Spinebreaker is going to use his reaction to make an attack back.
Oh no.
That's a 22 to hit for
Oh.
15 slashing damage against Paul. Ouch. Okay. That'll end Paul's turn. And when you have the question, just let me know. Hilda.
Just how many hit points does it have? This big beefy boy.
Currently.
Yeah, I think it says currently.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't the total. Currently 95.
Cool.
That will end his turn. Dog, it is your turn.
Great. This is going to be an easy one. I'm just going to disengage and pull back to, I think, I just measured it out and I've already forgot where it was. Yeah, just outside the palisade.
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to disengage, and that's it. That's all.
Okay. Dog runs away, licking his wounds for a moment. Jules, Jules, it is your turn.
Cool. What is this? What's this guy doing?
He's fighting. He's just
Still? He hasn't given.
Oh.
I wish he'd give up. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to chop him
okay.
with my axe. 24.
That'll hit.
It's 10 force damage.
Oof, he's still up.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Can I guiding bolt the big man?
Yes, you can.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
That's 15 radiant damage.
Okay. Ow, and he's now glowing.
Yay.
Very nice. That will end. That'll end his turn, or your turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay. It's now the blade's turn. Well. Oof. I think he's gonna run after you guys over here. 20 sees dog running away. He's gonna push in, and he's going to make an attack against Jules and an attack against dog. It's my like weakness. Jules, it's a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Dog, that's a 23.
Yep.
Jules, it's 11. Dog, that's 14.
That does it.
You unconscious?
I am.
Okay. That is, well, he's going to roll the d6 to see if he gets it back. He does not, so he can't have the other guy attack. That ends his turn. The Spine Breaker is, I guess, going to make both of his attacks against Paul. That's a natural 1. That's an 11. How is he rolling so bad? Both of them miss. Melon, it's your turn.
Excellent. Sorry, dog. I'm pretty sure Jules has got you. Theory is going to spit acid over here because it's a ranged attack at this freaking guy who's still alive. Please don't miss. Okay, great. That's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. He takes 4 plus 2 acid damage. 6 acid damage.
Okay, he is dead now.
Finally. Oh no, now he's my bonus action. Dang it! Oh,
How
no.
much hit points did that dude have?
He had 3 hit points left.
No, I mean, like originally.
Oh,
If I can ask.
80.
Okay. Yeah, that's-
No, 60. Sorry.
That felt like 80. It felt like 80. What a resilient dude.
Now I'm going to. Well, Theory's gonna hang out over here. Over here. I'm just gonna shoot a normal little boring crossbow bolt at the big man, and be like,
Okay.
"Hey!" Nope, that's a natural 1.
And it misses. Goes
no.
sailing over. Luckily, it doesn't hit Paul.
Sailing away.
Hilda, it's your turn.
Okay. Oh shoot. I'm worried about Paul. He's like right up in there.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Okay. A 15 foot. I don't think I can get close enough to do that one. Okay, sorry. I'm going to try to cast blindness on the big boy. Okay, it has to make. Let me click the thing. Spinebreaker has to make a. Oh, Constitution save. Ooh, this might not work.
On save.
Yeah,
All right. And he
I
has.
feel like he might be good at that.
He also has advantage on saving throws against spells.
Oh, well,
It's a 21.
yeah, no. Dang it.
So once again, he seems to innately sort of resist this magical presence, these energies, and maintaining his pure focus on Paul right now.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, I would like to send some inspiration to Paul.
Okay.
Run, Paul, run.
Which is his turn. So he's gonna make use his action to make a short sword attack.
It's at advantage.
Oh, it is at advantage. Okay, good, because that was a natural 1 at first. But that's wait, he's inspired. What is it, D6?
D6, yeah. My buddy.
Okay, so he rolled a natural 1, got advantage. So he rolled a 13, rolled a 4 on that, brought to 17. That'll hit. So only was able to hit with the combined efforts of everyone in the group.
Yes.
Teamwork
makes a dream work.
That'll be 26 points of damage again. And then he's gonna use his bonus action to GTFO.
As they say in Glambala.
But not before he's able to get away. Alcon does use his reaction to make an attack against him. As when he makes the attack. So, well, I'm not going to get too much in the nitty gritty of all that. Great Axe. That's a natural 20.
Oh no.
For 29 points of damage to Paul.
Ouchie.
Still up, but not looking great. Dog, it's your turn.
Alrighty, righty. I'm going to continue to die.
Yeah, make a death save.
Alright, so forget which is there okay, you can hear a word. Failure.
Okay, 1 fail for Dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Jules, is your turn.
Okay. How bad is Paul?
He's about a half health. Can you not see his
It's very small.
I can.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
hard
he's
whenever.
It's just
He's at half.
it's very small because I'm getting the map on stream.
yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna wake Dog up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him and cast Cure Wounds. Ooh. That's 10.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, there's more. But wait.
Oh wait, there's more.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay,
I
Dog, you
heal
heal
for
13.
3.
Oh my goodness!
And Paul's running away. He'll be okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to chop the big man with my axe.
Okay.
It's a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Morning.
That's 10 more force damage.
All right, 10 points of force damage.
And then
Nice.
I'm gonna move. Let's heal.
Cool. That'll bring it to Spinebreaker's turn. And I guess it's you right in front. He'll just go 5, 10, 15 right here. And he's going to make both attacks against you.
Bring it.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, that's a natural 1.
Bye.
Wow, spine breaker.
I
More like
cannot.
spine faker.
Then that's
Oh.
and then rolls a 2 on a second.
Dude, why is it always the bosses
Ain't
that
no
just
thing.
like
Roll
just roll turds?
whole potatoes. I
Like-
don't know.
Your B boss fucking ripped us apart,
Aw, he just woke up. He's still tired.
and your A boss is just a turd, just a Katamari turd rolling around collecting more turds.
Ain't no thing, chicken wing.
Oh my god.
Mel, it's your
Oh
turn.
I
gosh.
feel like Jules just learned a vicious mockery. Or like spine faker. So I'm going to bonus action cast arcane weapon. No, I already did that.
You did
I already
that.
did that. That's been up this whole time. Oh well. Okay, great. I'm just gonna try and shoot him. I forgot
Okay.
I did that already. Okay, I can't read. These numbers have come off. Okay, 12 plus. Is it regular attack or is it a spell attack when I do it? I think it's just a regular attack. Okay, so 17 to hit him.
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh, good. Yay. He takes 8 piercing damage and 8 acid damage.
Ooh, okay. My 16. All right.
So I don't have to use my bonus action to cast it because I already did that. So Fury is also going to spit acid at him.
Perfect.
Hey.
It's an acid rain, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
3 acid damage.
Sorry, I was like free acid damage. What does that
It's
mean?
just free. Just free acid damage.
Okay, 3 points acid damage. It's still up, but it's not looking good.
Great.
Not looking good. Awesome. Hilda, what you got?
What do I got? Okay, so you said it was like difficult terrain to try to cross over these, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to go 5, 10. Okay, so I have to get like right there.
Okay, you can do that.
And then cast Burning Hands
Oh, yeah.
in his
Okay.
direction.
Is that a dexterity save?
Let me click the thing and I'm gonna cast it at, did it show up? There it is. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
casting it at 3rd level.
Okay, dexterity saving throw. It's a 16.
16. Okay, so that makes it a fail save. Okay, so it gets half. Okay.
Okay.
So I get 1. So I get 3d6 normally, and then I'm casting it at a slightly higher level, so I get another one. Oh wait, I get 1 more. So I'm casting it 3rd, so it's 2nd. No, I get 4. Okay. Well, so he takes 7 fire damage.
Okay.
That's already halved.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops, I don't want to move me. And then that's it.
Okay.
Catch the fire at him.
It'll be Paul's turn then. Yes, Paul will run in and attempt a melee attack. That'll miss. Bonus action attack. Natural 1. 11 and an 8. Okay, well.
At least it. What goes around comes around, I guess.
Yep. I guess as long as I'm rolling crap on both sides, it works out. Dog, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run up in between, and I'm gonna do 2 swings of the maul, a 16 and a 20.
Okay, 16 will hit. Roll that, and then he's also going to hit you back.
Okay. So a total of, well, does he knock me out unconscious first?
Well, that's the question. 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
19 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious, so ignore the.
Oh no!
But 12 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, 12
And I
points
go
of bludgeoning.
unconscious.
Okay, so both of you like strike each other at the same time. He's looking really bad. As Dog tries to go in for the second hit, he's slashed this open gash across his chest before he's able to land the final blow. You keep putting the X on yourself like you're dead. Makes me so upset. Jules, it is your turn.
Oh no, I go, hang on, dog. I'm gonna use my bonus action to try to chop the guy with my spiritual axe. 15?
15 misses.
Oh no! Well,
Oh no!
oh no!
Oh
Okay, then I'm gonna reach out and grab him and use my action to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Such a good spell.
I love that spell.
That's way better. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, how many? 10s?
All of them.
It was last one.
One.
That's good. 21 necrotic damage.
Well, I thought there was a chance he'd make it to his next turn, but I guess not. As
Well done.
with the inflict wounds, you grab on and send a surge of necrotic energy through his body. The blackened stains kind of covering his chest up to his neck, sort of infusing his whole body with this like gray, deathly pallor, until finally you rip backwards with the arcane energy, pulling the life force from him, and he lets out one last rage-filled roar as he falls backwards, slamming his head against the rocks, and ceases to move. And that's it. Y'all killed everything.
We did it.
Oh no.
Just kidding. I'm dying.
I was gonna say.
So let me roll. See, I'm still dying. And I roll death save, and I fail. So I'm just continuing to die.
Anyone want to heal him on the next turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like
I'm
to
gonna
heal,
roll
please.
again. Oh,
Jules, the life cleric.
Stop.
roll
Thank
again.
you.
Success.
You're back to consciousness.
Stop. I'm trying
And roll again. Oh, failure.
Oh.
Stop. Oh,
Next roll
Ryan.
determines it.
Ryan. Guessing cure wounds.
Sean, you took Ryan's token.
I was putting him in the body piles of the dead.
Oh, rude. Okay, wait.
Okay.
I'm
2
gonna.
successes, 2 failures.
Okay, gonna walk up to you and cast cure wound.
Okay.
All right. Any last few things before we
Get
call the
9 hit
session?
points.
How much?
9.
9. Yay. Thank you. Last words. Can we not I mean, I want the spine breaker's spine really badly, but I won't do that right now.
I loot the body.
Good to know.
Okay, we'll say you guys loot the campsite here, and we'll pick up with this last time. But you find a couple of things of interest. The orcs don't really carry much. All of them, all the bodies of the dretches dissolve away into icky puddles of goo. But you do find one, the talisman that the one orc was holding is this iron medallion that is intertwined with thorns, and it does appear to be magical. There is also a chest, like a war chest, in the tent that belonged to the spine breaker, with some loot inside of it, gold and other kind of interesting items that I will divvy out to all of you next session.
Anything about the one eye?
Or is it as I suspected and has nothing to do with the one eye?
As there is an eye on this stone altar here, but I guess it could have something to do with it if you want to
So,
investigate it, dog.
For illustrative purposes, I think
it
Dog
has-
is just going to show Hilda how easy it is to pluck eyes.
He's just like,
Oh,
see?
He's like,
Ugh.
eh? Huh? Eh?
Once again, we end a session with corpse mutilation. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh.
Okay, that's good. We'll pick it up with that next time, because there's a bit of beeping noise going on outside for a long time, and I think one of our smoke detectors dying. It is steadily
no.
driving me insane. So yeah, we'll pick it up. Thank you for joining us, Ryan.
Thank you. It's so generous for you to say that.
Huh?
It's so nice of you to say that.
Always fun to have Dog here. But yeah, we'll be back next week to continue the fun, and get the loot and check another bandit leader off of your to-do list. Until next time, we've got a couple of things going on this week. We don't have any streams on Monday. We will have a match putting on Tuesday, a Lynn's Day on Wednesday, and then returning for All Myths Are True on Thursday. Also, head over to Encounter Roleplay tomorrow and watch as Savannah's adventure over there comes to a close, running Apocalypse When. And then we'll just see you next week. Check us out in the meantime on anything we might do in the interim, and join us on our Twitter and our Discord. All of our stuff linked below. But yeah, I think that's it. Any other thing that I'm missing? Nope. Cool. Well, we'll see you next week then. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night,
Good night,
Internet.
Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Nothing funny.